YouTube, what's up? And welcome to a brand new playthrough of Pokemon Emerald Rogue 2.0. Now, this is a different and very unique way to play Pokemon, but I'm telling you guys, this game is a lot of fun, and you're really going to like what you're about to see. Just give me a couple minutes to kind of give a high-level overview and a brief explanation of how the game works. And trust me, once we get into the action, you guys are going to like this. I'm going to go ahead and get the game started up, and first let's check the options here. And, okay, this is just kind of generic stuff. Alright, that's fine. We can switch a lot of this stuff later, so let's go ahead and just get everything set up, and I'll kind of explain real quick how the game works as we're reading through the dialogue here. Welcome to Emerald Rogue EX. A few things before you get started. Firstly, please select an initial difficulty. Alright, and we can change this later in the configuration lab, but for anybody who doesn't know or has never seen this game before, it is notoriously difficult and very hard to win. Honestly, because there's a lot of RNG involved in it, but you also have to have a very vast knowledge of Pokemon in general. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it on average, but just to showcase what we have here, you can play on easy, you can play on average, then you can play on hard, and brutal. So eventually, and again, we can change this after we play through the game a few times. We'll do subsequent runs on the harder difficulties, but for today, we're just going to be starting on average, and even that's going to be a challenge, alright? Now, I don't think, the rest of these, we can also deal with this stuff later, but this game is ready to go. It's kind of plug and play at the start, so you don't really have to, I mean, you could change it to VGC style double battles right now if you want, but I prefer singles, so we're just going to go ahead and leave everything as default settings, and again, we could change it later, so it's not a big deal. Alright. Now finally, for your first adventure, what encounters would you like? So we have the option between modern and classic. Now I'm going to do modern because that's the full Pokedex, but just to show you guys, we'll choose classic here and read about it. So you can do this if you want to encounter Pokemon from gens 1 to 3 only, along with any future evolutions and forms from future generations, right? But no, we don't want classic. We're going to be doing modern. Now, just note that either one of these that you choose, you don't unlock the full national Pokedex of over 1,000 Pokemon until you win your first initial attempt. Or, until you win an attempt. It doesn't have to be on your first try. So we're going to do modern, but it's going to be a selection of Pokemon across all 9 generations. But it's just a Pokedex of 400 called the Rogue Pokedex, and we'll showcase that more as we get going. Alright, you're now all ready to go. I hope you enjoy Emerald Rogue. Oh, we are. Just watch this. You guys are in for a special treat, I'm telling you. I hope you stuck around this long on the YouTube video, and trust me, you're gonna like it. Hey, can you hear me? Oh, thank goodness. You took quite the fall, it seems. Can you tell me what you remember? Not much. It looks like you have a mild case of amnesia. Let me see if I can jog your memory a bit. Now, this does sound a little quiet, but I think it's going to get louder once we go into battle, so I apologize if the volume's a little low, but I am Professor Elm. Pokemon inhabit every inch of this world, be it land, sky, or sea. Pokemon are the friends of many, and for some, they even train and fight alongside their Pokemon in an attempt to become a Pokemon champion. That's why I'm here. I myself study Pokemon to try and understand what makes each and every species unique. The world has changed quite a lot recently. Routes within the world seem to be connecting up at random, making exploring even more difficult. Though, there is one thing for sure, trainers are still out there and itching for battles. Now, let me put your memory to the test. Do you remember what you look like? Alright, so there's a few things with this screen here. You can play as any character from like all 9 generations, but just note, and it'll tell us here I think, once we get to Gen 5, okay. Right here is you'll note that it's missing the back sprite, so this still looks cool to play the game with generations 5 through 9 characters. I'll just show you that they have them all. So here's Gen 6, Gen 7, Gen 8, and then Gen 9. But just know that generations 5 through 9 is missing the back sprites. So that is a thing. So because of that, and because it's called Emerald Rogue, I'm going to start with the Gen 3 character. However, we can also change up the character's look at any time. And we will be doing that in future runs of this game. Now in terms of, can we just go with like the official one? Pretty sure, oh, this is skin color first. Let's just go with F, that's fine. But primary and secondary colors, so you can also customize how it looks. But I think there's an option here for official. Yeah, okay. Let's just do this. And then again, we can change this up later. So we got official and official. Alright, cool. Let's do this. In a second, I'm going to explain how the game works, but let's just get in here first. And what is your name? My name is Dude. Okay. And finally, we set out in a small group to build up a new village. What is the name of that village? Now, as you can see here, we can also name what the Pokemon Hub area is called. However, I'm pretty sure you can change the name of this at any time. So we're just going to go ahead and leave it as the default name for now. And then, like I said, I think we can get it later. So you're Dude, living in the Pokemon Hub. You got it, buddy. You had me worried for a second then, dude. It looks like your memory is working fine to me. Well, we'll see when we actually get in there for a run if I can remember all the Pokemon's movesets, but let's get in there and try and get you standing up. Alright. There you are, back up on your feet now. You seem fine, but perhaps it would be a good idea for you to have a wander around the Pokemon Hub to refresh your memory. Once you're ready, come find me in the lab. Alright. Now that we're in here, I can kind of talk about how this game works a little bit. But I do want to get in there and start a run to show you guys. So, as you might have noticed, there's 6 empty squares above my head. We're going to be doing a team tracker as we play through the game. So, let me make sure everything's still good on the stream. Okay, it is. So we're going to be doing a team tracker. I'm going to have to download it and add sprites as we go. But we will be getting a starter Pokemon here shortly. And again, it's randomized as well. And then we'll take off on the first run and build a whole team. But high-level overview of how this game works. Essentially, let me check the volume levels too. That does seem a little quiet. Let me turn it up a little bit. I don't know. Hopefully the volume levels are okay. I can always edit it after the fact. Alright. So essentially how this game works is you're going on a repeated loop to battle the 8 gym leaders, then the 4 Elite Four members, followed by a champion, and then a final battle against the rival. If you can win all those battles, it's considered winning the run. They're called different runs, right? Now, at any point, if we get a full team wipe, the run's over. We get kicked out. Now, how this game works in terms of your team is that any Pokemon that get KO'd at any time versus a wild Pokemon, a trainer battle, or a gym leader battle, those Pokemon are gone off your team forever. You don't even get a chance to revive them and bring them back. And what you have to do is explore the different routes to try and catch and rebuild the team after losing Pokemon. Now, let's see. So, basically, before you get to each gym leader, even though it's a repeating cycle, you do get to visit 2 or 3, or you get to visit 3 different routes along the way, right? So, a route could either consist of having a handful of wild Pokemon and trainers to battle, and also like items to pick up off the ground. Or, instead of going to a route to catch wild Pokemon, if you do have a good party of 6, instead you could go to a rest stop when those show up. And the rest stops are cool because that's where you get to purchase hold items, TMs, and even get move tutor moves. So that's kind of how you juice up your squad and get them ready for the next gym battle. But, you know, if you don't have a full squad of 6, instead of going to the rest stop, sometimes you should probably go to the routes and actually get a full team, because these gym leaders are tough, man. They got some powerful teams. Now, picking your character at the beginning is also important, because until you get that first initial win, it's already now predetermined the gym leaders, Elite Four members, and champion, as they are tied to whatever character you have. So, since we picked the Gen 3 kid, at least in this initial, or until we get that first win, and unlock, there's a lot to unlock after you get the win, but we're going to know who the gym leaders are, who's the Elite Four, the champion, and the rival, right? But, and we'll talk about it more as we go, but once you beat this game after that first time, then you can enable the rainbow mode, which gives you any gym leader from any generation showing up at any time. And that's what makes this game is so fun, because of the replayability factor, where you're never going to have the same experience twice playing this game. You're going to have different Pokemon, you're going to be encountering and battling different gym leaders, and so, I mean, to me, that's why this is like my favorite Pokemon game of all time. I know I need to get the action started, I'm sorry, but what is this, by the way? The configuration lab? Well, we've already set up the stuff, but we can go in there later to change if we want to do double battles and stuff like that. But this first go around, there's no battle gimmicks enabled. You don't unlock those till the post game in terms of, you know, Mega Evolution, Terrestrialization, stuff like that. So it's pretty vanilla with a limited dex of 400, but we'll see if we can get the job done today. Well, I'm only going to record for a couple hours, so we won't be able to go all the way through, because a full run takes anywhere from like 4 to 6 hours. So let's go ahead and just get our starter, and then you guys can see like how the game works as I get going here. But hi, dude. It looks like you've refreshed your memory a bit now. Now that the Pokemon Hub is properly established, we need someone to go out on adventures to explore and gather resources. Well, I'm the man for the job. Let's do it. If we can do that, we'll be able to build up and expand the village. There's also progression in this game in terms of this hub world. You know, we expand that, we unlock new stuff. There's a whole bunch of side quests in this game. A lot of content, But it all starts today in this part 1 right now. That's where you come in, dude. In order for you to do that, you'll need a Pokemon partner. Alright, let's go get our starter. Professor! Who is this? Big old backpack. Pokemon are invading! What do you mean? This can't be good, dude. We better go help. We get to go catch our starter, like, out in the wild grass over here. And again, it's not going to be the Gen 3 starters. It's going to be like 3 random Pokemon here. Dude, quickly, we must make haste. Well, let's do it. Well, first we gotta walk by this area. So we talked to this lady to go out on an adventure, but we gotta get our starter first, so let's go over here. Okay. Who are the starters gonna be? Now this game, they're not wild encounters in the grass like regular Emerald, they're actually overworld sprites, so as soon as we take a few steps to the left, you guys are gonna see it right away who the starters are. Okay, dude. I know this is your first time catching Pokemon, but I really need some help on this one. Here, take this. One single Pokeball. Well, let's hope we don't fail. If you can capture one Pokemon, I'll handle the others. Alright, you guys ready? Who we gonna get here? Mantike? Okay, that's not horrible. That's not a Pokemon. Croagunk? We might have to go Croagunk, actually. And is that Carkol? I mean, not whatever. Roly-Coly. Yeah, nah, hell no. We're going with this guy. That's not bad, that's not bad. Alright. I'll take a Croagunk. I could work with that. Let's catch it. Mantike would have been cool, but I don't know. I think this is definitely the best option of the 3. Alright. Not bad, not bad. Nah, we don't need a nickname. Good job, dude. The Pokemon didn't seem too dangerous. Nah, Croagunk's pretty chill. They actually seem rather friendly to me. Definitely not a Pokemon invasion. He's laughing at what that lady said. Come on now, let's head back to the lab. Alright. Let's get in here and start the action so you guys can really see how the game works. I don't know if my explanation was good, but trust me, this game's pretty fun. I'm going to add Croagunk here in a second, but let's just talk to him. There we are. I must say I was pretty impressed by your catching technique. I can't think of a better trainer to go have on adventures for the Pokemon Hub. Now, dude, do you want me to explain how the adventures work? I already told the people how it works. Your memory is better than I expected. Before you go, you should take these. Alright, so we also get 10 Pokeballs. That's going to help. Resource management on the initial run is tough because you don't start with much, but we'll talk more about that later. And finally, your very own Pokedex. Okay, not bad, not bad. That Pokedex has been recently upgraded too. It can show your Pokemon stats, moves, evolutions, and more. You should be all set to go now. Good luck, dude. Thanks, Professor. Hi, dude. Your Croagunk seems to really enjoy walking around outside of its Pokeball. Would you like Croagunk to follow you? Let's do it. Alright, so you can turn that off if you don't, but like, I don't know why you would. This looks way cooler when the Pokemon follow you around. Gym of Mine. Oh, I've heard of that game too. Alright. Let me go ahead. I don't think I have Croagunk as a sprite yet. I'm going to do this on the fly as I go. Let me check my folder, but I don't think I have Croagunk. Oh, I do actually. Not bad. Okay. Well, there we go. There's Pokemon number 1 out of the party. Now, again, you'll see as we go in here, but you want to explore the routes early on, not only to fill up your team, but also to gather items. Even if they're bad items, you can sell them off and make some cash, but it is very important. It looks like you're almost ready to set off on an adventure. Before you set off, please take this. Alright, quest book. Like I said, a whole bunch of side quests in this. You can use the quest book to accept quests and challenges to complete during adventures. If you would please make your way over to the quest board to your left, there should be some initial quests to get you started. Alright. Okay. So we all the rewards that we get for doing these various challenges, we get currency and something called build parts out of the box that we can use to upgrade the hub world here. These are all self-explanatory, right? Just beat the gyms, beat the Elite Four champion. But then after that, we start unlocking like a bunch of crazy challenges. You guys will see when we get there, but it ain't gonna happen today. Now, you seem all ready to go. I am. Would you like to set off on an adventure? Let's do it. Okay. Now, Pokemon start off at level 10, and the first level, this game does have level caps as well. The first gym is 15, and then it increases by 10 for all the gyms, right? So we're going to go 15, 25, 35, 45, and so on. And all the different routes here, they give you a hint as to, the colors of these objects give you a hint as to what type of Pokemon are there. So this one would be like fire types on this route. Now it is cool we have all three of the different icons here because I'll explain how these work. So the cut bush here is referred to as a calm route. Typical just means normal types, but a calm route gives you an option of 5 different Pokemon that will spawn on these routes. Oh, I gotta bring up the other chat, hold on. So the calm routes have 5 Pokemon to choose from. The average routes have 3. And then the boulder indicates a tough route, which only has 2 different kinds of encounters. Usually the tough routes are chocked full of trainers. That's what makes them tough. But they're good because they do give you a lot of money, which you can use at the rest stops. I think I'm going to go all the way up top, honestly, and go to the ghost route. I feel like we could use a ghost type for the squad. Also, you know, the calm routes I like to do early on because, again, there's 5 Pokemon to choose from. So it's better options on building out your team. Okay. Let's do this. Oh, it's not a bad selection. Okay, we get Aegislash right away. We're cooking. That I could work with. Okay, I was just looking at the volume levels on OBS. I think they're okay. It just sounds a little quiet for me on my computer speakers, but let me know if it's too loud or too quiet. I can adjust it on the fly. Now, you can also open up the menu here and like peep IVs and stuff like that. Again, not super important, but this is a pretty bad starter. We got Quiet Nature, which is pretty awful. These are the IVs. They're actually pretty decent. Let's look at Hone Edge. That's a pretty bad attack IV, but it's all good. We got a Serious Nature Hone Edge. This stuff doesn't really matter because, I mean, this game does have Nature Mints and all that too. And then items are also in the overworld. That's an Abra. Yes, please. So again, even this was a spooky route, right? It's not exclusive to ghost types. It tells you like what a majority of the Pokemon on the route are going to be, but okay, luckily we caught that because, you know, bro always has teleport. Okay, this is a good little start. We could fill out the team and catch the rest of these guys, but I mean, maybe Trevenant. I'll add the rest of the sprites in a minute, but you know what? I kind of like Snorunt because I don't like Glalie, but we can evolve this into a Frostlass. I like that idea. Get a nice powerful ice type on the squad. Now, another thing about this game too is it's best to prioritize like fully evolved Pokemon because, especially early on, right? Because once Abra evolves into Alakazam, it's going to be better than Sableye. But at this point, for like the first gym, Sableye would be more useful, right? Because it has better stats than an Abra, so I probably should take one of those as well, and then I'll get all the sprites going. But even after this, we do still have one more route. Oh yeah, I forgot I have running shoes, by the way. We do still have another route to go look at, so we don't need to fill the party off this first route. But let's go ahead and grab this Sableye, and then I think I'm going to leave without catching the little tree guy. Plus, you know, resource management is another thing, right? We got gifted 10 Pokeballs. We must have found some more, and then we also found 3 heal balls, so I could also chip this thing a little bit. Mud Slap, sure. Just increase the catch rate. Now, you don't want to chip Pokemon too much in this because they don't get fully healed after you catch them, and there is no Pokemon centers in this game, so you basically have to just heal them up with potions, which again, early on in runs like this, we don't have unlimited potions. We have a very small amount of them, so it's, you know, not ideal. I'm going to take a second here to start adding some of these sprites. I can't really walk and do it at the same time, so I'm not that good. Here's Abra. We'll go ahead and pull everybody up. Hone Edge I've definitely used before, so I should have that sprite. Where are you at? Right here. Hone Edge. Snorunt and Sableye. Here's Snorunt. I think I have Sableye Sprite downloaded. If not, I'll leave a link to it in the description on YouTube, but I'm using a website called the PMD Sprite Repository. These are Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, that's what PMD stands for. That's kind of what these sprites are based off of. And a lot of really talented artists that made all these sprites too, because Mystery Dungeon, these aren't all official sprites from that game. It's like a lot of fans, you know, spent time making these, so I'm gonna leave a link to that down in the description. Do I have Sableye? I don't see it here. No. Okay. Give me a sec to download Sableye. This is kind of hard to do, all of it together. I guess it'll give me a chance to explain some other stuff too, even though I've already been explaining a lot, but... Now, okay, the one thing about leveling up, that's what I can do while I'm downloading Sableye's Sprite. So, like I told you guys, the initial gym is level 15, right? But this game has, like, instantaneous level ups. And you'll see this. So, in between each gym, even though the levels increase by plus 10 to the next level cap, you get that by just taking out 3 wild Pokemon every time. You always get, like, 2 to 3 levels, or whatever. But basically, you can get 10 levels by taking out 3 Pokemon, so... And it goes for the entire party, right? So everyone's growing to level 12. And then in this case, actually, if we take out one more, I think everybody goes to 15, which is the first level cap. But then going forward, it's like just taking three KOs to do it. This is actually not an ideal Pokemon to fight, but it's fine. I can get through this. And then this is going to put everybody to 15. You can also, on the fly, adjust your moves by pulling up the... there's a lot of information you can get from this screen. Like, if you didn't know how Pokemon evolve, you can go here to the Pokedex, and then you can see, like, the 3 abilities that Croagunk could possibly have. You can see when it learns moves, level up moves, TRs, TMs, and then move tutor moves at the bottom, right? So if we wanted Bullet Punch, we'd have to go see the move tutor, right? And then it doesn't show you who the final Evo is, because we don't know that yet. We've never encountered it. But of course, we all know who it is, right? Sableye. So in order to get Toxicroak, we got to reach level 37. So this is useful if you don't know how all your Pokemon evolve. And additionally, from this page, you can go to Learn Moves. Now, you can't get Move Tutor moves and TMs and stuff like this. Let me add Sableye real quick. But you can relearn other moves, right? So we're going to check this and see if any of the Pokemon have useful moves that will help us in the gym battle, because... where's Sableye? I just downloaded it right here. So we're at level 15 across the board, so this is all we're going to get before the first gym. So we can get Aerial Ace for Honedge, so it's good to check here. I guess, I don't know. It was between Tackle and Fury Cutter, but... Abra doesn't get nothing. We can get Ice Shard on Snorunt. That's not bad. Take it over Leer. Okay, Fake Out for Sableye is actually pretty good. I like that. I'm not going to try to cheese with Disable. Alright, that's all we get. But we are going to go visit the Move Tutor and the place to buy hold items after the next route. And I'll show you how I know that when we get out of here. Also, grab these berries. Okay, they were kind of some lame berries, but... It's something. More heal balls, good. We need as many Pokeballs as we can get here. And then let's see down here. Okay, there is more stuff. Ice Heal and Soda Pop. Alright. We're out of here. I should probably make sure I get a good Abra. We didn't check this, but... Okay, we got a Timid Abra, that's perfect. Not a great Speed IV, but Timid will offset that, and we got 23 in Special Attack. This is a good Abra. Now, with that being said, it's not going to be great in the first gym because it's not a Kadabra yet, but Heal Balls actually have a niche. Yeah, for real. Okay. So, this gentleman over here in the blue suit with the blue hat indicates the rest stop where you can get Move Tutor moves and hold items for your Pokemon. The other, Pokemart clerk there with the white apron indicates the place to go to buy Pokeballs, potions, and TMs. So both of those places are very, very important. Most of the time you'll see me go to this rest stop here because I'd rather get hold items and Move Tutor moves. There's only a few TMs, like Earthquake and Dragon Dance, where you can only get like via TM. But the move tutor more often than not gives you better attacks. So, oh my goodness, okay. I see 3 really good Pokemon here. Frigibax, Ponyta, and Swinub. We're taking all 3 of those. Now, you'll know how many different Pokemon are on the route and what they are. If you open in the pause menu, you see the question marks there. They're only question marks because we've never encountered these 3. But, wow. This was some insane luck right here. Does it offer random TM? It is random. Yeah. By the way, I need to heal up. Hold on. Do I even have any potions yet? Soda Pops. Okay. Let me use one of these. I don't want to risk Croagunk getting taken out. Now, it would be cool, you know, to win the first initial run with our starter Croagunk, but let's be honest, like, there's much better Pokemon showing up, so if Croagunk has to get sacked, might have to sack him. But we'll see. I'll try to keep this all the way through. I don't know if I had dry skin, by the way. No. Let me hit him up again. I would hate to lose Croagunk here, but I'll try to keep it. All right, can we catch the Frigibax? This thing evolves into a very powerful Pokemon, and so does Swinub. So this is good. But again, like I told you guys, it's best to prioritize fully evoed mons if they show up, which they're not here, but because, you know, Swinub and Frigibax are great, but we need to evolve them first before they get powerful. All right, we should be able to catch the nub here. But yeah, finding those heal balls was actually kind of cool, because then we can get them back to full. Okay, so now it pulls up this because in order to keep this Swinub, we have to say goodbye to somebody. Pretty easy decision. We're just kicking Snorunt off the squad. But even though I kind of like Frostlass. Alright, we got the nub. Now, because these Pokemon are so good, I might, if they have like horrendous IVs, I might catch another one. So let me just check them both real quick. That's pretty good. And that's actually pretty good too. Naughty Nature. Yeah. Now, I did see a Nature Mint, by the way. We're going to go pick that up over by Ponyta there. Let's go grab this. And I do also want a Pony. That's a Modest Mint. That's a good one. Not really for my team at the moment, but those were pretty good IVs. If I had like a 0 in physical attack for either one of them, I probably would have caught another one. Full disclosure. I'm trying to win, man. I'm not trying to run around with no 0 attack IV Mamoswine, you know? Okay. This was a great route, actually. Those are 3 very powerful mons. I'm glad we found these. Now, to make space for Ponyta, we probably send Sableye out of here. And I'm just going to go in there with a full team of babies. And take no fully evolved mons. Yeah, Adamant Mammo for sure. Finding Nature Mints this early was actually kind of clutch. Careful is another really good one. Now, who's the easiest mon to take out? Because we need to get everybody up to 15. We just have to get one battle now that the squad's at 15 in order to bring the rest of them up. I guess let me try to take out a Swinub. Get everybody to level cap. Oh, that was not the button I wanted to hit. We got the poison though. I meant to use Astonish. I'll switch the sprites here in a sec. But now we're gonna start missing. Great. Yeah, Modest Alloc. No way I got frozen, bruh. Trolling. Whatever. No, this thing had a ground attack. I think I'm just gonna stay in. No, I have, I mean, I don't ever use potions and healing items in battle, but this doesn't count as a battle. So I'm using an Ice Heal. I'm not gonna do this, like, against, gym leaders and stuff like that. But let me get this Swinub off the field. I can edit the sprites while I'm doing this. And then we will... I need to take it out here. I keep missing because of that Mud Slap. Alright. This should get everybody up to 15 because the rest of the team already is. It just catches them all up. And that's what's really nice about this game. We just go right through it quickly. Okay. I need to see how many of these sprites I have. Okay, I have Ponyta. Not bad, not bad. I'm pretty sure I have little Frigibax. I've used that before. That's a great Pokemon. The only thing with this little fella is we need to get Dragon Dance for it. And in order to do that, you can only, and same with Earthquake, you can only get it from the Pokemart. Let me see if I missed an item. Now, these routes are going to look familiar, right? Everybody knows where we are right now. I need to get rid of Snow Run, too, for the nub. But the routes are going to look different, right? Because they connect in different ways. Like, if we had Strength, we could just move this boulder. Obviously, that's not how the layout of Mount Moon works, right? But in this game, it is. And they just kind of streamline the routes to give you alternate ways to get off them. Oh, there's items over here. I'm glad I looked. Okay. Hold on. I'm trying to find Swine Nub's Sprite here. There's no way I don't have this thing. I've definitely used it before. Swablu. Oh, I guess not. Maybe I caught him as Pylos once. Or sometimes I nickname him weird things, but I can't find the thing. So I'm just going to download the image again. Oh, we ran into another one. Too bad I don't have a fighting move on Croagunk, but we don't need it. Okay. I have the Sprite. Let me just update Snow Runt, and then we're chilling. Swine Nub. Alright. Now that is an accurate representation of the team, and we are good to go. We're going to stop by the rest stop. Even though we don't have much money to get move tutor moves, I can sell some of the random stuff we've been picking up. Brave Mint's good. Actually. We're actually finding really good mints. Norm and Calm is good too. Whoa, whoa! Ladies and gentlemen, we have found our first shiny of the playthrough. I heard that. Although, I don't know how, you know, this thing doesn't really look that different shiny, but it's a shiny, so we're taking it. Alright. You guys know me, I talk about it all the time. I'm not a big shiny enthusiast. I respect the people that shiny hunt, but it's not really my thing. But I know people are gonna get a kick out of this one. So I gotta pull it up. Okay, what kind of balls do we have, by the way? Should we catch this in a cool ball? A moon ball, because we're in Mount Moon. Let's go with a great ball. Get a little like blue and red, even though he's got pink on him. That caught me off guard. I did not expect to see a shiny this early. But there we go. Hey, this little Frigibacks we got. Sorry, buddy. You're getting replaced by the shiny one. That's too bad, because that one actually had pretty decent IVs. Oh wait, I didn't mean to do that. Or actually, now that we have this up, does anybody want to be nicknamed after the shiny Frigibacks? I'll leave this open for a second. Because I'm actually going to go download the shiny Sprite for this. And if somebody wants to claim it, I'll nickname it after you. I need split forms. Okay, yeah. I got you. Let's do that now while I'm letting the shiny form load in. Confirmed. There we go. And there we go. We already completed our first quest of the game. Do HM get it provide extra items? No. They just provide different ways to like get through the route. Let's check. Man, the shiny Sprite is not even like any different, but I'm still gonna do it anyway. Friggy shiny. Let's check it out and see if it's got halfway decent. Well, mild nature's awful, but we have nature mint, so that doesn't matter. Literally a 0 in attack, but that's fine. Oh, that could not have been worse. Okay. I mean, yeah, it actually can't get worse than 0. But that's okay. If we find Dragon Dance, oh, we can get Swords Dance too. None of that matters. What an epic way to start this playthrough. We actually found a shiny, which is wild. Okay. Frigibacks, where are you? Right here. It didn't really change that much, but that is what the shiny Sprite looks like. They'll probably look different for Arctibax and Baxcalibur, but... Okay. I mean, you know, good special defense, good speed. Something. Now, you can also alter IVs in this game in the hub world, but that doesn't come to, like, post-game either. Okay, we need to check out these 3 and get better attacks, like Flame Charge, because we are going to have to battle right here. I don't need Growl. Ice Shard for the nub. Obviously. Ain't nobody need Powder Snow. We don't need Flail. And then Jazzy ain't gonna have nothing yet because we gotta level it up. It's stuck at level 8. But you know what? I think we're good to go. I'm gonna take this trainer on with Ponyta, I feel like. But unfortunately, because we're catching stuff and battling stuff, you know, the team is weak a little bit, so we gotta use these potions and whatnot. But normally you don't have to do this on these routes because you can just avoid the wild Pokemon or like one-shot them when you get stronger. But for now, we're gonna have to battle. She said move out the way. Oh, nah. We gonna fight. Let me pull up the other chat here. Oh, another thing about this, they all have like level 2s and level 4s, and we're sitting at level 15, so these battles are kind of a joke, especially early on. I forgot to mention that. I'm out here strategizing thinking this is like a Nuzlocke or something, but you will occasionally lose a Pokemon to these trainers. It does happen, but the only real issue is when your rival pulls up on the route. That's usually where I end up taking some L's. Even though I've never lost a run because of a rival, most of the time I lose runs due to the rival, but not at the hands of the rival, if that makes sense, because a lot of times what happens is, especially once we get to like 6, 7 gym badges, something like that, the rival starts to have a good team when they pull up on the routes like this, and I end up losing half my team to the rival, and then, you know, it's in shambles and I can't recover by the time we have to fight the next gym leader, right? And ultimately I end up losing to the gym leader because I take those fights with only half a team, essentially. Skitter Smack TR. Nice. But there is no rival here, thankfully. Oh, really? Okay, they get more stats than regular. Interesting. No, I've never heard of that. That's kind of cool. Now, the rival is not here. Whenever we do see the rival, they're going to be standing on the stairs. So, it's not on this route. It's usually within a full run, the rival will show up 3 to 4 times. But it is ultimately the last battle that you have to win in order to actually win the run. Okay, so here we are at the rest stop. You're going to see me come here most of the time. And this dude right here will give you move tutor moves. Although I don't have any money because we just battled like 2 trainers. But we have a bunch of... We got 17, 20. Almost enough for an ally switch. But you can see the prices. Like double kick's only 750 for Ponyta. I'm going to take that over Ember. So you can actually get really powerful Pokemon straight away. And also because of... We can get evolution stones right away, which I'm going to show you too. So here is where you buy hold items. And here is where you buy like evolution stones and ability patches and stuff like that. So we're going to need a Dusk Stone for Aegislash. I don't have enough money, right? Who else evolves with a stone? Okay, so Alakazam. We need a link cable. So I need to get myself 4,200 bucks for Dust Stone link cable. And if you scroll all the way to the bottom, usually that's where the ability patches are and stuff. But again, randomized every time you get here, so doesn't have them right now. Now also, you know, we can get Focus Sash, we can get Choice Band, Assault Vest, stuff like that. Random as well. There's not always the same items every time. But we can utilize this to sell some stuff, try to make 4,200 bucks. Again, we can't evolve into Aegislash and Alakazam just yet, because level cap is 15, but if I can win this first gym battle, which is not a guarantee, we then, you know, the next go around the level cap goes up to 25. We only need one more level to evolve into Kadabra at 16, right? And as soon as we do, boom, we use link cable right away, and we're going to have an Alakazam for gym number 2. We are. We just need to win this first gym fight, right? Okay, I'm gonna be able... I got more than enough money. We're good there. We could also sell off, like, Love Balls. These are... I don't think those have a very good catch rate. Friend Ball, Moon Ball. These are all kind of weird. Dream Ball. Like, due to some of the scenarios, I don't think, like, Dream Ball would even have a boosted odds. We don't need that. Also, Skitter Smack's pretty bad, but I guess I can hold on to it. Oh, we have really good mints. Right. Okay. So let me get the Dust Stone. We could spend the rest of the cash on a good, like, move tutor move. But Dusk Stone for Hone Edge. Although we can't use it yet. And same thing, link cable for Alakazam. And nobody else evolves. Okay. With that stuff. So we got a little bit of extra cash. Let's try to take a move and then let's get in there and fight the first gym leader. Can I get Flare Blitz? Oh, high horsepower. 1,700 bucks though is half what I got left. You also, you know, you don't need to spend all your money. You could save it for the next go around, but Especially for the Pokemon that are going to be good here, I kind of want to get like one good attack. Like, I'm probably not going to use Abra. How much is Bullet? Okay, Bullet Punch is only 750. I'm taking that. I'm not trying to be out here mud slapping stuff, bro. We also don't need Taunt. Can I get Poison Jab for cheap? I'd take that. Gunk Shot's 4,700 is crazy. Poison Jab's 2,250. That's basically all my money, so maybe I don't. The Nub, we could take Avalanche. Avalanche is cheap. And so is Bulldoze. I think I'd take both of these. Even though it is a Swine Nub, you know. But those are two powerful attacks. I kind of like that. Again, we also are not gonna... Oh, I should have saved some money. I only got 500 bucks left. Should have saved some money for Jazzy, but... Now look, we don't know who the first gym leader is till we actually walk in there. I don't think they go in order. We're going to know who the 8 gym leaders are, but I think they come in a jumbled order, so... Ancient Power for Mammo? That's a good question. You can also check in here. I think you might, but... So again, if you go to Pokédex, it'll show you the Evo. Oh, actually, we have to get... Okay, I don't know until we get actually to Pylo. I thought it would show you both, but... Okay, I guess not. That's fine. So the team is almost fully healed except for Jazzy. What? Oh yeah, we never check the moves after leveling up. Just Dragon Breath, great. Probably more useful than Leer. Okay. I'm just gonna lead off with Croagunk. I believe in the Gunk. And let's see what we can do in this first gym. We don't have any more money for hold items or moves, move, tutor, move, so no choice but to get in here. Now, when you get in here, there's a couple things you can do. You can battle this trainer right here once. Always level 1 Chansey, 1 Pokemon. But it'll max out your levels and let you hit the level cap. Just in case you forgot while you're exploring the routes. This will just put you right at the level cap. So you're good to go for the gym. Then over here we have Nurse Joy. Only once during the first 8 gym cycles can you get a free heal off this. Every subsequent time after you take the free heal, you gotta pay. So I'm not gonna take the free heal now. Because we don't really need it, right? I'm just going to go in there. But just note that if you're coming through here for the 8th gym and you've never utilized this feature yet for your 1 free heal, go ahead and do it because this does not show up in the Elite Four. So just a side note. All right. Who is the first gym leader going to be? Again, it could be Roxanne, but I think it's... So how this is going to work, it's going to be all the Hoenn gym leaders and the Hoenn Elite Four, right? But I think the gym leaders all come in a jumbled order, so... Let's go ahead and get in there and hope that this team of babies can do it. Because if so, we can start evolving them next go around. Who do we got as the first gym leader? Winona. Okay. Well, I do have a couple ice types, but Croagunk's going to have a bad time here. I have become one with bird Pokemon and have soared the skies. Witness the elegant choreography of bird Pokemon and I. Okay. Now, here's where this gets interesting, chat, because... She might have a Skarmory. She might have Salamence. She could have any flying type Pokemon, and they might be fully evolved. Usually they're not in the first couple gyms. But in this case, Pokemon that don't evolve, they will be in there, you know what I mean. Oh yeah, I have Poison Sting. Nah, we take that and you just nuked your special attack, so we're good. You actually trolled. If this thing had Gust, which it probably does, that does way more damage. I don't know what... Wow, I do 0. It has Stomp. That'll do way more than Leaf Storm, bro. And I flinched. Okay. Well. Guys, I think we're losing our starter already. But if you think about it, let's be real here for a moment. Croagunk is cool because it was the starter. But look at the rest of it. It's the worst Pokemon on the team. So I'd rather get a free switch to Pony, and we set up a Flame Charge to get that speed boost. I just paid 750 bucks for Bullet Punch. I'm about to use it and get some value out of it. But unless this thing clicks Leaf Storm, we're going down to Stomp. It's unfortunate to run into a fully evolved Mon. Alright. Can Ponyta be faster? I don't know. And I probably should have used Nature Mints. Oh, Lonely Nature is actually good for the boost in power, but it's bad for taking damage from Stomp. But we could take a Stomp. It just depends if we flinch or not. And are we faster? But I don't even know if I'd one-shot it from this range. We are faster. That's good. Hey, rip the gunk, man. It's unfortunate, but it had to be. It had to be. Okay. Can I live a stomp? Yeah, I got to be able to take one. Okay, 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 okay. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Please have like a Pidgey and a Swablu in the back. Just something that's not too crazy, man. But like something like Minior could show up, like a rock flying type, right? Noibat. Although this is this thing a dragon? It is. What it tells you right here. I kind of thought that thing was normal flying. All right. Not ideal, but let's be honest. Unless it's Draco Meteor, I could probably take a hit. How much is Tackle going to do? That's decent. Okay, Supersonic. We can switch around this. I have Ice Shard on the nub, right? Or am I tripping? I do. Ice Shard KOs from here. Just don't have Hidden Power Water, and we're good. Okay. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Ice Shard, take it out. Please don't be a Giga threat in the back, and then we'll get this first gym. The first couple are honestly the hardest because you have baby Pokemon, you know what I mean? Like, okay, we can deal with that. Honestly, Avalanche probably Okos, but I'm just going to shard it twice. I don't think you could take me out from here, right? Maybe if you had Psychic or something wild. Dude, Confuse Ray still haunts me over here. We were just playing Pokemon Polished Crystal and everybody clicked Confuse Ray in that game. I'm not dealing with that. If I hit myself in Confusion, I would actually get finished off. You don't have a Ghost attack though, do you? Oh, Sneak. Alright. I didn't even look at Honedge's moveset. You have Sneak. That's not bad. Okay, alright. We're good, we're good. We got the first gym in the bag. You might live Sneak, but probably not. Okay. That's a threat out the way. Now, watch this. When we come out of here, well, I'm going to adjust it up there, but the gunk is going to be gone because it got KO'd. So it's good that we actually lost him on. I'll show you guys how this works, but sorry, gunk. GG's, Winona. Smoked. Alright. I recognize your prowess. Good luck with your adventure. Appreciate you. Okay. Now before we move, I need to add a gym badge to the bottom there. This is just a simple badge tracker. It's not actually going to be like images of the badges, but just to keep track. So that way anybody that taps into the stream, you know, they know where we're at in this game without having to ask. But obviously feel free to ask. Okay. So if we go look at the Pokemon screen, we only have 5 Pokemon now. That means the gunk is gone. And we're going to have to replenish that. But let's take a look at what we got here for the routes. So you can see basically everything up until the gym leader, right? Which you can't get any info off the gym leader. I think I'm going to go on the bottom route. I kind of like the idea of going to get a fire type. And then homie with the straw hat over there indicates the bug catching contest. Now, oftentimes you can find very, very powerful and fully evolved Pokemon in that. So I'm going to do it to show you guys. And we'll go to the game show guy. That's the green suit. We'll go to that later, and even youngster Joey to play Pokemon Showdown against him. But we never talked about the bush either. This is like just one single Pokemon. You almost never want to go there because it's kind of like a hidden grotto, right? You always want to go to the routes because that's where you get items and money from the items or battling trainers. So we're gonna go here. I already have Ponyta. What is this? Rugged for a rock type. Rock or ground. Alright, we could do this one. You never know, there could be a powerful fire type, but I kind of like Ponyta. We'll keep this. Alright, who's going to replace the gunk? Oh, there's Minior and Soul Rock. Speaking about it. Ooh, I like Rockruff. Although, Minior and Soul Rock are like, there's still one more Mon we haven't seen. Because it's these 3 plus Goomy. There's 4 out of the 5. We've never seen the 5th Pokemon yet. This is a tough call, but while we think about this, I want to evolve Abra into Alakazam right away. So, who's the Pokemon I could take out here easily? They're all rock types, so I need like a... Oh, double kick. Okay, we can double kick a Rockruff. Wait for that guy to pop back up. There he is. Okay, I kind of like Rockruff. But again, we got to get some good bulk on the team, man. I got a bunch of frail mons. I don't know. I do like Rockruff, though. So now, this go-around, right, we're going from level 15 level cap to level 25. And again, it only takes 3 wild Pokemon. As you see, you get like 3-4 levels. So now we can evolve Abra, so let's go ahead and do this. And I'm going straight to Alakazam. I'm not even downloading a Kadabra Sprite. We're using the link cable right away on bro. Might cost me to miss out on some good moves leveling up, right? But again, we go to the move tutor guy. We'll get Energy Ball, all that Psychic, you know, all that stuff. So now we got to use the link cable on Kadabra, and we now at the second gym are gonna have a timid Alakazam. Crazy. That's so cracked. And there we go. Update the sprite. This is the kind of power we need, man, if we're gonna go all the way here. Okay. Oh, Jazzy's learning some new moves. Not bad. Who is this mysterious 5th Pokemon, by the way? I'm gonna keep double kicking some Rockruffs just to hit level cap. Might as well get everybody up to 25 real quick. Oh yeah, I did find a Modest Mint, huh? No, it's definitely good for Zam, but Timid is just fine too. I'd rather save it in case we, you know, what if we run into a Kyogre? Or something that can more benefit from a Modest Mint, you know? Wait, I think I just saw Relicanth. I think that's the last. Move out the way, Solrock. I'm not even gonna try to take that thing out. I think I saw a Relicanth after I, like, right... Okay, that's the last Pokemon. To be honest, actually, we don't have a water type. I kind of want to catch Relicanth. The only question is, look at this team. Like, who could take a hit from Relicanth? Kind of an issue here. I'm gonna roll the dice and just full send a water type Pokeball at this and just hope we catch it. And if Ponytail gets smoked by a head smash or something, it is what it is, man. Yeah, because I had net balls. Hopefully this works. First try. Okay. It's not that hard to catch Pokemon early game, but when you start trying to catch like wild Dragonites towards the end of the game, you know, those have bad catch rates. Okay. Let's take out this this last Rockruff, gets everybody up to 25. And I'll go ahead and add the fish on here. I don't think I have that Sprite though, so I'm definitely gonna have to download it. I don't think I've ever used Relicanth in this game. Alright, Zam learned Recover. I think he also learned like Psycho Cut or something. Before we fight any trainers though, I'm going to look at everybody's moves again because we're now at the level cap of 25 for the next go round, so they're not going to learn any more moves past this point. Okay, we do have a trainer to fight. Actually, is the rival here? Okay. Oh, it's Wally. I didn't know Wally would be the rival. I thought it would be May or whatever her name is. Alright. Let's do this real quick. Let me add Relicanth first. Save image. Okay. Give me a sec here. Where's the Reli? This thing could be good. This Pokemon is kind of weird, but I could see it doing something. I want to try it out. Alright, there's the updated squad. Honedge, none of these guys can evolve yet. They're not going to be able to evolve till like the next go around when 35 is the level cap. But let's go see what everybody's moves. Flame Wheel, but we already have Flame Charge. This is only slightly stronger. You know, 60 versus 50, but I guess I don't really need Tail Whip. Alright, Zam, you got anything good? Psybeam, yep. Take it. I'm never gonna need Psycho Cut. That's it, though. Okay. Honedge already has Night Slash again. This thing is gonna be worthless till it evolves, though. So we're gonna kind of hide it. Like, all the baby Pokemon, you gotta hide them in the back of the party. Let me pull up the other chat. Bite for Jazzy, we could roll with that. It's more beneficial than Tackle, that's for sure. Relicanth already learns Dive. better than Water Gun. And what was your other moves? To take down... Yeah, we don't need Harden. Alright. We can do something with this. Okay. Everybody's ready to roll. Let's fight this guy and then let's go deal with the rival. So, what it means here that we're looking at Wally as the rival is... Assuming we can keep this run going long enough, this is a bad matchup, but level difference, it's fine. Wally's gonna have 25s like we do. Ugh, that really didn't do that much damage. Oh well. Let's just stay in and Night Slash it. This thing doesn't have rough skin, by the way, or it would have kicked in on double kick. Oh no. Okay. Sorry, level difference. We're good. That would have done a lot more if he was level 25, but the trainers on the route always have whatever level you started on the route as, especially if it's like a calm route, which we're on. So we came here at level 15, that's why he had level 15s, right? But we can grow levels, he doesn't. But when you take the rival fight, the rival will always have whatever level like you're at. So the thing about Wally being the rival is that ultimately in order to completely win this entire run, we're going to have to beat Wally at the end after the champion. He'll be the actual, like, final boss. But, let's just go for it. We'll see. Could have a crazy team, could have a team full of potatoes. You just never know. Oh, hi there. You look like a really strong trainer. I want to get stronger so that I can challenge gyms. Please, will you help by battling with me? Let's do it. Imagine if he actually has a Ralts. That would be cool. But again, they always have randomized teams. Alright, Wally, what do you got? Ooh, that's not great. I would love to try and double kick it, but if it's faster... I'm gonna try. Okay, we are faster, nice. Because that'll do better damage, but I was considering getting a speed boost there. Is it? Okay, it is gonna set up weather. We got Relicanth. I don't know if this thing's gonna have Weather Ball, and I don't really want to find out the hard way. I keep forgetting to use my Nature Mints too, but that's okay. It's still a little early. Now, whenever you're on a route like this and you're going to battle in an important battle like this, it does have Weather Ball. It's always best to send out something like this because if we lose Relicanth, right, what happens? It's off the team forever. I'm gonna have to go to Alakazam. Now, the reason why I rent Relicanth is we're on the route with Relicanth, so we just catch another one. It's easy. But if I lost Ponyta, we wouldn't be able to get another Ponyta, you know what I mean? So that's why if you're gonna switch to sack something in a trainer battle, always sack the Pokemon that is just replaceable right here on the same route. Okay, let me just make sure that Alakazam's faster, but it has to be. 52 on Ponyta. Alakazam's gotta have like 70 speed, right? Yeah, 74. Okay. Can we take it out with a Psybeam, though? I don't know. I don't know. This thing is a goober threat. Okay. Sheesh. Yeah, for real. Yeah, that's how this game is. A lot of it comes down to decision making and... Oh, no, dude. This thing has really good physical attacks. 35 physical defense is so bad. Yeah, so I mean, we're just going to catch another Relicanth after this battle, but... I mean, Swinub can mess this thing up. I guess so could Ponyta, right? Is there a world where this one-shots Alakazam? Yeah. I don't want to lose anybody in this fight, but I think Ponyta would also get two-shot by this thing. So switching it is a bad idea, but... That's why it's tough. When you get the rival, when your team's not evolved, it's tough. I have to go Ponyta here. But there's a good chance I lose it. Unless he goes... Okay, you went Growth, thankfully. I mean, not thankfully, because now you might one-shot me, but... Yeah, no, exactly. This thing has, like, technically triple stab. I was kind of hoping it was going to go for a steel move there. That's why I went Ponyta, but, I don't know. I think Ponyta can take a hit. I don't think it can take two. Okay. This guy's trolling. He definitely could have destroyed my pony, but we're good. Thankfully, because I love Ponyta. Alright. He only got one more. And then we just recover the rally after this. Why does he got a counter for everything I have? Now, I mean, Lombre sucks. I'm just going to double kick it. Honestly, that was stupid. The fire moves do more because it's neutral. Nah, I lived that. We're good. No, he threw so hard. For real. Yo, I was doing a little too much. Okay, buddy. I almost threw, sacking the pony. But, luckily Alakazam has a special defense stat. It doesn't even have a physical defense stat, but it can take special hits. For days. Alright, we win. Joke's on you, Wally. But, if you guys can remember the mons he had there. Delmise, Lombre, and, I don't even remember who was first. But usually, the rival keeps the majority of those Pokemon through the run. They will switch up their teams. But usually like 4 or 5 of them they have the whole way through. Okay. Now the one good thing about the rival fight too is they fully heal your team. The only issue is KO'd Pokemon don't come back. So we need another rally here. But that's easy recovery. And these, okay, I still have that other ball selected. The net ball. This thing didn't have dive. It has it on its moveset, but you have to use it, so I'm not really worried about getting taken out. Oh, cast form. Good call, good call. Thank you. Okay. So we're good. That went smoothly. It's not going to when we find him again. We re-get the Relicanth. This one's nice. Oh, a Swift Swim. I didn't even look at the other one. That's not bad. We'll take a Swift Swimmer. Oh, I don't have dive though. I need to level cap again. Where's the Rock Ruff? Come here, you little puppy. Okay, so we're good. We're going to Gym 2 with an Alakazam. This is going to be epic. Now, one thing I want to say about the next place we're going to. So, I gave a quick tease of the bug catching contest. It takes place, as you would expect, in the National Park in Johto, always. We're not going to be able to see them in this particular run because I haven't beaten a run yet, but that is where you find wild Paradox Pokemon, and you could find them before the first gym. Yeah. But they're not part of the original decks, so it's not going to happen today, but we are going to this place. We're going to see if we can find a fully evolved Pokemon. Potentially swap somebody out on the team. Like, we might find a Charizard over Ponyta, you know what I mean? So let's see. No, having a cast form is wild, especially because it had Weather Ball. If it didn't have Weather Ball, it would have been fine. Okay. So it's going to be all rock types here. Relicanth, it's been fun, buddy, but I think your time is over. Let's get in here. Now, if you do complete this task, you get like 10,000 bucks. Maybe it's 5,000 in the first round, but so it's, I mean, you don't want to go after the money though. You want to, whoever is the most powerful Pokemon, like if that's what we're going after, right? So if I see Tyranitar or Aerodactyl, I'm catching it over something that might have a higher attack stat. I don't care to chase the cash. You got to get, and these balls are 100% catch rate, by the way. No, it could happen. Tortuga. But once you get into the post game, I'm not kidding. Paradox Pokemon show up here, like on Route 1, and there, yeah, there's Larvitar. No way. Relicanth, hey, sorry, buddy. Now, we do get 3 balls though, so at least securing a catch. If anything, now we get this Larvitar. But now, right? I think we can look at it. Yeah, so we can look at it. But we can catch something else and trade the Larvitar for that, because they give you 3 balls. Gentle doesn't matter, we have Mints. Those are really good IVs, it's just attack, well, speed doesn't matter, it's just the attack is horrible. But I can make it a Brave Nature, because it had max HP and max defense. But that's the thing, okay. And there's a freaking Lycanroc. If you pull up the timer, by the way, the Pokemon despawn after a few seconds, so if you pause the game like this, they don't despawn. Who are we taking out of this group? Because look, is Tyranitar the best and Larvitar? Yeah, it's not even close. But we don't get to become a Tyranitar till like the 5th gym badge, right? When the level cap goes to 55. So you got to keep that in mind. Which is why taking Aerodactyl or Lycanroc is arguably better, and I think Aerodactyl is better, but because Aerodactyl has insane stats right now, right? Like, Tyranitar will have better stats in time over Aerodactyl, but can we even keep it around that long to evolve it? It's not that easy. Oh, they got the other Scyther guy, too. This is tough decisions. You know what? I've never really used Kleavor. I kind of want to play around with this guy. I think that might be the play. Yeah, exactly. So the thing about this is you want to have a good mix, right? You don't want to have... And this is what usually... Oh, Arrow's good for... Ooh. Well, I'm releasing Larvitar. Actually, this thing's neutral to ground, but... Dang it, my bad for not seeing that sooner. Oh, see, then now they're stopping spawning. Damn. Okay, so now we're stuck with Kleavor. Arrow would have been the best. Hasty Nature with Sheer Force, though. We can do some damage with this. Pretty decent. It's basically max speed. Okay. We can work with this. Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I saw the bug type. Now, I don't know who has the highest attack out of all those guys. It was probably Lycanroc, right? He's going to tell us if we won or not, but... Again, this doesn't matter. Oh, we did win. Kleavor has higher base attack than... Interesting. Okay, 5,000 bucks. I'm pretty sure if you win this in the post game, it's like 10,000, but... Alright, we got to release somebody to take Kleavor. You already know what we're doing here. Relicanth. See ya, buddy. Okay, and there's also a side quest for just probably winning the bug catching contest. Alright. Kleavor. This has a cool looking sprite. And I'm pretty sure I've never used this thing before in this game, so I didn't have the... Where's Relicanth in slot 1? Position number 1. Where is... here. I'll pull up Kleavor for you guys to look at while I'm doing this. Oh, I just did that, but you can look at his stats. Alright, where's this thing at in the folder? Okay. Cool. And yeah, so going back to your comment about future investment versus like immediate profit, right? Yeah. You always want to have a good mix, because I'm not gonna lie, usually when I get smoked in this game, it's because I have a team of 6 babies that are gonna become very powerful. But if you don't make it past the 4th gym, you're never getting to level 50 anyway. So here's also another new rest stop, the daycare. This one is kind of lame. It does give you a free heal, which actually is nice. That's pretty much the only good thing about it. I never really utilized the feature of the actual daycare, but you have to do something in the hub world of this. I kind of feel like this is cheating, though. Because I think what you can do with this place here is you can deposit a legendary Pokemon in the hub area, and then you can come here and just pull it out and add it to your team in the middle of the run. Like, bro, to me that's cheating. You can also buy nature mints here, which is good. But money's very important and very tight in this game. Those are good, you know, 4 different physical attackers. You can also get berries down here too, but usually you should be selling some dumb ones. Alright. I would only do that if it was a Lumberry. So this place is cool, but I'd probably come to it the least. Oh, Lycanroc's only 115. I thought it was higher than that. And I actually had no idea Kleavor was 135. Damn. We're about to go ham with Kleavor. Also, you can talk to this doofus here. And this guarantees you can find the item of your choice. This is also like a future investment type thing. So, oh, but this time he's selling Pokeballs. He sells like random stuff. Oh, is Master Ball even on here? No. So the only way to actually... You purchase the item from this guy right now, but you can't get the item until next time you come back to here, which, again, I usually never come here, so I almost never use this feature either. Okay. We're good to go. The only issue is Kleavor is not at level cap, so I'm going to fight this Chansey trainer this time around, which is good because I didn't showcase it last time. So again, every time it's just a level 1 Chansey. Pony talking, KO it with whatever. But I'm going to double kick it just because I don't like Chansey. Yeah, no, Kleavor is super sick. I love that mon too. I didn't know its attack was that high though, damn. At some point I'm gonna go back and play Legends Arceus. I love that game. Stream that for the channel too. Okay, so that just elevated Kleavor to 25 because everybody else was already there. But we gotta see what moves we can get here. Quick Attack and Stone Axe, nice. Wait, that just said 65 power? I thought Stone Axe was higher than 65. I mean, we gotta use Stone Axe though. It's unfortunate that we only have Fury Cutter as the only bug option. I probably just take Slash in case I run into something that resists both Bug Rock, and I'll just get rid of Smackdown. We gotta go Stone Axe though. Okay, so I think we already looked at everyone else's moves. Yeah, I did before battling Wally, so we're good to go. The only thing is, do we want to use any Nature Mints here? Yeah, Stone Axe is, exactly. Also, low-key, I kind of want to lead off with it. Just set up the hazards turn 1. It's going to help against whatever else. Now, for example, if we pull the Water Gym, horrendous lead. And our team is going to struggle, actually, against water types. Do we run different natures? Honestly, none of them are, like, bad. But let me see real quick. Alright, so if we look at Modest... Well, we only really have one special attacker, it's Alakazam, but I like Timid better. Careful is a good one. We can use that on... Yeah, Jazzy Mild is horrible. We're not using that. But also, I had one about... Oh, Brave. Okay, Brave can go to Mamo. That's what I'll do. So we'll do Careful, give Jazzy a little Spadef boost, and the Brave Mint goes for the Nub. We could use Modest on Honedge. We could go with a special Honedge, but Calm isn't going to help anybody, so I'm not going to use that. LO is a good one. Yeah, that's true about Stone Axe, but I thought I had higher base power. I'm thinking of a different attack. There was one attack where it was kind of like high jump kick, but it caused confusion. I don't know what I was thinking of, but that's what I was mixing it up. Anyway. Alright, I think I'm going to lead off with this. Let's hope and pray we don't get the Water Gym, because that's going to be really, really hard. Everybody else is doable, right? Oh, Roxanne would be a pain in the ass, too. This is just so hard because we got all these baby Pokemon on the team. But if we can get past this one, then we can start getting some Evos going. It is Roxanne. Oh. Well, at least I had Ponyta in the lead, so at least it's a slightly better lead. I became a gym leader so that I might apply what I learned at the trainer's school. Would you kindly demonstrate how to battle? This is going to be tough, actually. Because I mean, like, a lot of my Pokemon are weak to rock. Oh. And I got popped by one of these back in the day. This guy gets Flare Blitz. I forgot about that. And I had a Scizor. And I got one shot by a Flare Blitz from this thing. I guess we just go Fury Cutter then. I mean, this isn't a bad lead. It's actually a Psychic type. But, yeah, exactly. Swinub will be decent, but its stats are so bad because it's a baby that the ground attack still won't do much. No way I missed, bro. I think I have to stay in here, but that might have been a 2-shot. Oh, this is so bad. We might have just lost on turn 1. This thing could have Baton Pass, too. Oh, that's huge damage. See, we would have KO'd it right there. We dodge. Come on. Kleavor's goated, actually. I can't believe I missed turn 1 and then it got a defense boost. Okay. I think we can handle Tortuga. Also, she only had 3 Mons, right? We don't even really need to set up the hazards. At this point, Fury Cutter's already hit twice, so we're kind of built up with a strong one. Will I take a lot of damage from a water attack? Yeah, but I'm going to outspeed this thing and do over half with the Fury Cutter. Okay, we hit. Thank you. Yeah. I might get one shot. I was Hasty Nature, right? Oh, that's so bad. Okay. Decision time, chat. Do we risk the Fury Cutter miss or the Stone Axe miss? Because they both are not 100%. It could be Nose Pass. It could be anything. It could be a Kleavor. It's gonna be a rock type. It could be any rock type of all 9 generations though. I think both Stone Axe and Fury Cutter kill. Do I risk the miss? Because if I miss, I get KO'd. But who even takes a waterfall on this team? You know what I mean? Oh yeah, that's why I was also gonna ask that too about Stone Axe being a sheer force. Okay. I mean, Jazzy can take a waterfall, but again. Let me see what we're working with here. Like, 30 defense? here's the thing, right? If we actually hit this Fury Cutter, then that's 4 in a row. We could potentially Oko whatever's in the back. Hopefully like a Lileep or something. Or even a Cradilly. Because then that would be a 5th consecutive. But if we miss this thing, we lose Kleavor right now. But again, the alternative is who takes a waterfall? Jazzy about the only thing that can live a waterfall. Honedge could too. Maybe. I think we just gotta risk it for the biscuit, chat. Thank you, Kleavor. Missing wouldn't have even been in my head if I didn't miss turn 1. What is it? You actually have 2 psychic rock types. I'm going for it. Yes, GG's, Roxanne. That's the 5th Fury Cutter in a row. Easy Oko. Okay. Kleavor might actually be the GOAT. Hold on. I gotta put some respect on this thing's name. Okay. Gym badge number 2. Not bad. 2. Okay. Nah, we need a better bug move right now. Get me X Scizor, man. No way I'm using Fury Cutter. We need to go to this guy right here. And there's also another bug catching contest. Now, the only way to get to this guy, that Mr. Move Tutor in the blue suit, is we have to go through this route here. Everything else, as you can see, leads down a different path. So, I think we do this, which I think is Gloomy. Oh, Fierce. This has dragons on it. The Fierce route is... So we're going to go to a dragon route, into Move Tutor guy for X Scizor, into bug catching contest, or even the psychic route. So let's go ahead and do this. Average means 3 encounters again. We already have a goated dragon type, but... You never know... Okay. Well, I guess Fierce doesn't always mean dragon. It also means rock. There's 2 rocks and a dragon. No. I mean, definitely not Bonsly. Are you kidding me? This thing, maybe. But again, Baxcalibur is better, and it's shiny. So I'm Stone Axing this fool. We're just going to use this opportunity to get everybody to level 35. Try to get some Evos going here. And, yeah, there's no way you're going to see me use a Bonsly at all. Just no shot, man. A Bullet Seed TR, a Timid Mint. I'm getting so lucky with mints today. I'm telling you guys, normally when I play this game, I find nothing but like lax and gentle mints. Just worthless mints. But we're getting timid, modest, calm, careful. All the good ones today. Super lucky. Okay. One more time to hit the new level cap of 35, but we can finally evolve the nub. Let's go ahead and do this real quick. And then figure out if we still need Ancient Power to get to Mamo. I think you do in this game, but again, a lot of the evolutions got changed to make them easy. That's a good call about the Wudo. Bro did have his time. Yeah, there's no way you can ever win multiple times with Sudowoodo. Alright. Do we still need Ancient Power? No, see, it's just reached level 38. Not bad. Well, good and bad. We can't... The new level cap is 35, so... Is there actually people? I can't even tell if people are in here unless they're chatting. I have no idea of knowing. Oh, the bag's already full. Right, so... When you first start this game, you have a limited bag space. As you'll see in the very top right corner, it says 30 out of 30 items. So you can only expand bag space back in the hub world once we get out of here. So you also do have to... That's a good thing. You have to like sell off items a lot to make space. I mean, I don't need those berries, but... Just keep that in mind as we keep going down the route here. Let me take out one more of these guys. And hopefully we can get an evolution onto Honedge so that we can free up a space by using the Dust Stone. I don't know if you get Doublade by 35. I can't remember. Oh, okay, that's what's up. Okay, it is by 35. And Jazzy can finally evolve too. Dope. Okay, we need those Ultra Balls, so we gotta do this Evo right now. Okay. Not too shabby. We're going straight to Aegislash. That's lit. And we also get to look at Shiny Arctibax, which I definitely don't have this sprite as shiny already downloaded, so I'm gonna have to go get this. Oh, that looks cool. I did not know it looked like that. I also don't know how to spell the name. Oh, it says it on screen. Okay, Let's go ahead and use... That actually looked really nice. I gotta use the dust stone on... I remember Baxcalibur didn't look that different. But Arctobax definitely does. Okay. Where is Dusk Stone? Right here. Okay. Hey, now we're actually putting together a little bit of a squad here, you know what I mean? It usually takes... It's all about not getting your little babies KO'd in the first few gyms. So it always takes a little bit to get there, but... Now we're in business. Now we're in business. Don't need a totemize at all. Okay. This is good, this is good. I mean, we still need way better movesets and hold items. Which, again, we're going to be able to get just after this. But I need these Ultra Balls. And I need to update the sprites. So, Frigibacks into Shiny Arctobax. I want to pull that up again. That looked kind of cool. Look at you go, Jazzy. That's a very nice looking blue color. And let's change Hone Edge into Aegislash. Okay. Oh, and the nub evolved into Piloswine. I forgot about that. Where's Pylo? I don't even have Pylo. Really? I know I've used Mamoswine in this game before, but I must have found one in like the bug catching contest. Which is why I never had Swinub and Piloswine's sprites. Okay. Piloswine goes in this position, number 4. Where you at, bro? Right here. Okay. That should be the team. Yeah, it looks accurate to me. Okay. I think we're good to go. Not bad, not bad. Alright, let's keep making space in the bag to pick up whatever this is. Lemonade, that's actually useful. For sure. Gentle Mint, garbage. We'll never use that. But we need potions and Pokeballs. Fisherman, might not even have water types, but... Oh, you know what? Okay, everybody's at level cap. We gotta do this real quick. See what good moves we can get. You got nothing. Alakazam learned Psychic, nice. Psychic and Psyshock, we're gonna take them both. We don't need both, but it's the best we got right now, so we'll take both. Sacred Sword, yep, and I saw Ironhead as well. Alright, we're so back. Aegislash about to go crazy. Okay. Icy Wind, you do have Ancient Power, but again, we don't need it. Ice Fang, that's not bad. That's not bad. What I do like to do with Jazzy here is I want to get the loaded dice and get Icicle Spear, which I'm gonna see if I can get both of those when we go to the rest stop here in a minute. Stomp is more useful. I still have Tackle, right? Yeah, why not? Okay. All right, we're juiced up and ready to roll. I doubt this fool even has water types, but just in case, you know what? We don't even get experience from beating him, so I'm just gonna... I guess I'm not gonna dodge it. I was gonna skip it, because all we get from this is money, which we do need as well, but... This is probably the worst water type we could have possibly seen here. That's so bad. I'm gonna hope I live a hit and probably have to switch to Zam. Okay, you went Dive. Ugh, we might have to go Aegislash to take this, actually. Yeah. Dude, Don Bozo is such a troll. And thankfully, see, we were able to evolve everybody before we did this, because if this was a Hone Edge, it probably gets one-shot by Dive. Let's be real here. I'm gonna go for Sacred Sword. We can always King Shield on if he dives again, so this is better that he has Dive versus... my goodness, that did 0. This fool's so annoying. Probably has Rest, too. But yeah, had we not been able to get to Aegislash here, we would have been in big trouble. I'm going to try to flinch it because Sacred Sword doesn't even take it out. And I don't want this fool going for Rest. Getting back to full HP. We got to get a flinch. Okay, he went dive. We're good, we're good, we're good. But my goodness, that was arguably one of the worst water types we could. My team has a problem with water. We need to get energy ball for Alakazam, big time. This is an issue, and potentially wild charge for Ponyta. That'd be good too. Yeah, because this, I don't like not having an answer to water types, especially if we run into something like Gastrodon. That's what we gonna need energy ball for. All right, Apricot Berry, Genius Feathers. Those are both worthless. This we should probably take. That's a Naughty Mint. Yeah. Swap it for those berries I just picked up. Honestly, I could probably... what we need to do at the next rest stop is sell off a majority of the items in the bag that are just pointless. A Lure Ball I'm going to leave behind. Yachi Berry. Well, actually, we don't... Never mind. We have a dragon that's not actually weak to ice. If I had a Garchomp, I would pick those Yachis up, but we're okay. And this is a full heal. This we do pick up. I'm going to toss these Asper Berries. Pataya I should probably give to somebody, by the way. Well, again, we only have one special attacker, Alakazam. That's another thing about this game, about what we were talking about earlier with future investment in terms of, like, trying to wait to evolve Pokemon. I need this, too. You also do need a good mix of not only, like, babies versus fully evolved Mons, but a good mix of physical attackers and special attackers. There's been a lot of times in the past where I've lost runs because I have like 6 physical attackers, you know what I mean? You always gotta, like right now we have a 5-1 split, it's not good. It's gotta be 4-2 on either side. Alright, let's go fight Grandma here, and then we're out this route. Ah, you look like a strong trainer. That's right. So, you know, at some point I'm gonna want to upgrade to get a second special attacker besides just Alakazam. Maybe we can find like a Gastrodon or something like that, you know? But I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like this team. Like all 6 of these Pokemon are actually good. So it's gonna depend on... Ugh. If I miss, we lose. We go Aegislash again. Or, I mean, we don't lose, but I lose Cleavor if I missed. It's not worth it. You never know when they're going to click stuff like that, but Iron Head will take it out. I could probably get it with Shadow Sneak, but it also doesn't matter because I'm in shield form, so I'm bulky. But a lot of times I do lose Pokemon because I click too fast, right? Like, I was in autopilot about to just click Stone Axe again, but if I miss, we get KO'd. So you got to be careful there. Oh, she only had 1 Mon. Alright. Guard Spec. I mean, that'll sell for a little bit of money. Actually, I don't know how much TR... let's just go. It doesn't matter. But here, we're finally back at another rest stop. We need to liquidate the inventory in the bag. We also need to upgrade the team, but before we can buy anything, we got to get rid of all this. 437 bucks. Oh, I can learn Skitter Smack? That doesn't matter. We're about to get X Scissor over Fury Cutter. I don't care about Reversal either. Alright. This is where we start to get nice and powerful. Actually, Pokédolls can come in handy. Repels are pointless. All these mints are actually pretty good. There's none of them that are horrible, so I'll keep them all. But we don't need the EV training feathers. There's no way. We have a decent assortment of potions. Now that we have full heals and Malasadas, you don't really need to carry these type-specific ones like Ice Heal and Awakening. Because realistically, like the 6 combined between these two things of 3 is probably more than enough for the whole run, so. Also, we got way too many like weird Pokeballs. Maybe I keep the heal balls, I guess. Moonball, you never know, we might find a Clef. Friend Balls, I don't think anything needs to evolve with Friendship, so we're just going to sell those too. And now we sold 10 items, so now we have 20 out of 30 bag space. What can we get here? A Choice Band and a Choice Specs. Damn. Life Orb, Boots. First we juice up movesets though, real quick. Again, it's still early, we're only 2 badges in, but movesets are more important than hold items, so Oh, you get Bug Bite too? That's not bad. And CC. Oof. Bug Bite is stronger than X Scissor because... Trailblaze. Yeah, X Scissor is here too. But X Scissor has no secondary effect, so it doesn't get boosted by sheer force. So, I don't actually know, but I think Bug Bite would be stronger. Because we just can't steal a berry. So we're going to take this. We also don't need Slash. I think I spend money on CC. Oh, Lunge. Okay. Lunge would have been better, but I'm not spending money twice. I already spent the money. I don't know what's the good. Oh, Swords Dance is tempting. Maybe a little bit later for Swords Dance. Night Slash or CC? What's better? In terms of coverage, Night Slash would only really be good for Ghosts because we already hit Psychics with Bug. I'm just gonna take CC if it's not too expensive. 3,700 is a lot. Night Slash is cheaper. We take this now. We upgraded CC after like the 5th or 6th gym when we have more cash. Alright. Alakazam, I need Energy Ball. Thank you, bro. Thank you. And what else could we get for coverage? I mean, Zam doesn't get much besides that, but Tri-Attack is funny. We could rock Trick Zam if we, you know, put a Specs on it. Not horrible, but that's something more for like late game. Terra Blast, just a normal type move. We can't Terra till later, till after we win a run. Yeah, Zam really doesn't get much else. That's fine. Your moveset's already fine. This will probably learn EQ at some point. Oh, Icicle Spear. That's what we need for this guy. Yeah. Way better over Ice Fang. Now, the only way to get Dragon Dance and Earthquake for this guy, again, those are both TM, so we're going to have to go to the other place at some point. For now, we can rock Swords Dance, though, over Dragon Breath. And I feel like I'm probably going to learn Outrage. I could check the thing, but I'm not even going to, because I'm pretty sure I learn it. Did this fool have the loaded dice, though? Ah, he doesn't have it this go-around. That's fine. That thing's still not even fully evolved anyway. I'm going to take a Goggles, because they're cheap. I'm not going to be here too much longer. We're going to go to the next gym, but... Life Orb's 8k, which is wild, and choice items I think are pretty expensive. Ugh. We'll take a Balloon. Pretty cheap. Booster Juicer normally is good, but we can't get these guys till post-game, essentially, so... Pre-buying a Flame Orb in case we get a Gutsmon is kind of a play, but... The boots are way too expensive. I'm not buying that. Never Melt Ice for the Swine until we get something better? Sure. Okay. We don't need any other Evo items. No, I think we're good to go to the next gym. Let's just slap on some of these. One-use items permanently used up? Yeah. Like the balloon. Although, I don't know about in battle. Like, against a gym leader, you would still get the balloon back, I'm pretty sure. Which we're about to go fight a gym leader, so let's just test it out. We're going to put Aegislash on a balloon, alright? I think that's the play. Also, I want to put Goggles on Cleavor. I'm not trying to get hit by Sleep Powder. But, yeah, for real. Alakazam could actually utilize the punches. Let's put Never Melt Ice on Pylo. And kind of hold, you know, our shiny in the back until that thing can fully evolve. We're good to go. I do just need to use up potions here before we get in this. Let's use up, like, the lame potions that we have. Because as we get higher and higher in this, these potions are going to become more and more irrelevant. The regular ones and, like, oh, I thought I had some for, like, 30 HP, but I guess I used them. Alright, we're good to go. Let's hope for the best. Now, the one thing... Oh, never mind, we still have this. Arguably, that Psychic Route would be better, because we get more items, which means more money, but... Let's roll the dice on the contest. See if we can get something cool. What do we got? Ah, we got Rock again? There's no way, bro. Is there any Rock type? Like, Credilli would have Storm Drain, because again, we have issues with water types. This time it's special attacking rock types. Again, doesn't matter, but... No, sorry, that was a comment on the other chat. It's gonna be all the same guys, huh? No, like, sorry, I didn't read it fully. Arrows are tempting. Hold on. We were talking about, like a regional Alakazam where it's a physical attacker instead, so it could utilize the punches. No, this game does have physical special split, so we can't use punches on Zam. Do I take Arrow? At this point, I'm kind of too invested with Cleavor. Nah, I think I'm out on this one. Just kind of curious, like, what's the special attacking rock type that would win this? Because we could take the cash and not take them on. No way you're pulling up the cloth, bro. What a dorky... Oh. It's probably Probo. Hisuian Avalugg. I just want to see what it looks like, but... That's kind of cool. Be cool. I mean, I'm not going to take any of these guys, though. Oh, there's 3 of them in here. A shiny Pupitar. Do we? No, I don't like the way shiny Tar looks. That's kind of lit, though. Yeah, Stony J. Stony J probably does have highest special attack. This looks cool, but shiny Tar is not great. But then again, T-Tar is an absolute monster, so like, do we take this and stash it in the back of the party? Oh, not Binky. They got Binkies pulling up at the end. Because, how far? Oh, there's Colossal too. You also don't have to wait for the Pokemon to stop spawning. You can just say that you want to quit, which we do because we have a shiny Pupitar. Question is, do we bother keeping this though? I don't think so. Lunatone. Oh, that's right. That just spawned. Yeah, for real. If they had purple T-Tar, that'd be so lit. I mean, let's think about this. Like, T-Tar is going to be better than Cleavor, but this Cleavor is kind of lit, man. It just did really good in the last gym. Also, we still haven't seen the... Well... I don't know, man. T-Tar is a beast. But the problem is we'd have to keep it too long as a Pupitar. I'm going to say no. Yeah. That's tough right there. T-Tar is so good, but if we find one like later, where we can just evolve it right away into a T-Tar, I think then I'd take it. It's too good. It's too good. Alright. Let's do this. We're already at level cap, which is 35. Now, here's what I was going to say. I got sidetracked, but about the gyms, right? You can pull up your trainer card at any point and look at the gym badges on the bottom. Now, we can't really predict yet who's coming up next, but we know all the 8 gym leaders are Hoenn, right? So, after we get 5-6 badges, then we'll be able to know who are the last 2 or 3 that are coming. But at this point, we can always play a game every time we get here on guess the next gym leader, just for fun. But it's a little too hard to predict. But if you guys want to, go ahead and give your predictions on the next gym leader, because we've seen, Rock and Flying. I'm gonna go ahead and say that it is water, but I really hope I'm wrong, because we have nothing for water types. I should have got Wild Charge for Ponyta at the Move Tutor. Oh, no. Zam has Energy Ball. We would have to sack somebody, though, against a water gym leader. I'm just going to lead Cleavor. This is kind of fun. Tate and Liza? No, I think it just picks one of them. I don't think they come as a combo. Alright, I'm going in with Cleavor. Wish me luck. Who do we got? Oh, here we go. We got Liza. Okay. Oh, fire. Okay. This is perfect. We just got a new bug move. We don't have to rely on Fury Cutter. Although, she's going to have a counter team. She's going to have something that's water psychic, not just psychic, right? Because it's going to be something to threaten me. See? Something not weak to bug. They always do this to you. But I just got Night Slash. Probably not going to KO. And I'm going to have to take a potential Iron Head. That did 0. Okay. Rocks is never a good thing, but that's so close to a 2-shot. You know, this is going to come down to a roll. Oh, BP is bad. That didn't do anything, though. This is a roll. This is no chance it's going to kill. Okay. I mean, no, not guaranteed. Do we flex on it with quick attack? Because we know it has bullet punch. Get outplayed, me Tang. Okay. Please give me something weak to bug, man. Come on. That's a shiny. We're still going to... It had a blue eye. We're still bug biting it for the one shot. No chance. See ya. Okay. This Cleavor is actually cool. I like this thing. But I knew you would have a water psychic type. Isn't this thing slow? I'm pretty sure this thing's really slow. It looks like it'd have 115 base speed. But I think it has more like 70. It's a joke. I deadass don't remember, but I'm going for Bug Bite. I'm pretty sure that thing's actually slow. Yeah, the Blue Eyes Shining Moon, right? Oh, it had a citrus berry. We stole it and ate it, which I didn't even know would work with sheer force. Okay. And it's a Baltoy in the back. Alright, well, that's an absolute domination. Okay, that was easy. Just keep in mind, though, we're going to have a very hard time with the water gym when it shows up. We need to find something to counter that. Alakazam's energy ball is not enough. Okay, yeah, Vuvuzella's a joke, right? Hey, if you guys have played Scarlet Violet, you know when you find that thing in the Casserolia Lake. That's what I call it. But like in that lake up there in the northwest corner of the map, that thing is super fast and you can't swim away from it, man. It's really annoying. So you think it's like has 115 base speed, but I'm pretty sure it has like 70 or something. It's terrible. Oh, Bug Bite doesn't work with sheer force. Okay. Whoa, we got Team Aqua pulling up. Okay, these are interesting. Now, what the PC does, just to explain this, full disclosure, the PC will let you take a Pokemon on your team that got KO'd. You get to get it back with the PC. But we don't need to do that. We still have the full team, right? Yeah, that was a Cleavor pounding. Clean sweep. Okay. It actually has 70 base speed. Yeah, that's what I thought. It was something in that ballpark. Okay. We're going to have a little fun this go around. We're going to do Team Aqua. Now, what this does is it rewards you with 10 rare candies at the end. Very important. And also a whole bunch of good items along the way. And a bunch of money. A bunch of free experience. And a bunch of money. Then we're going to the game show so I can show you guys, not test, but showcase my Pokemon knowledge. You'll see what the game show has to offer. Okay. I just said I was going to have a hard time with water types. Now, how this place is going to work. Okay, hold on. I have 3 gym badges. We got to do that. So, every single trainer in this, it's just a bunch of Team Aqua grunts. They're all going to have level 35 Pokemon because that's where we're at right now when we spawned in the route, okay? Yeah, Filet away is funny. Now, after the first couple trainers, we will be at level 45 for the rest of this route. So we're going to one-shot everything. It's just we got to get a couple KOs to grow some levels. But they're all going to stay at level 35 throughout the entirety of this route. So as soon as we hit the next level cap of 45, GG's. But can Alakazam get some one-shots with Energy Ball? Well, this thing can't OHKO me back. Also, Energy Ball only has 10 PP. I don't know if I have any elixirs or ethers. Okay. So now we'll be at like 38 or 39. Everybody. Okay, 39. Next trainer gets us to 42. And then the one after that would get us to 45. That's actually I literally get hard-walled by this. I can't touch it. You know what? We're about to evolve into Mamoswine after this battle, so let's get one look at Piloswine's back sprite in this playthrough. And you just knocked off my Never Melt Ice. That's rude. KO it with a Bulldoze. Although, I don't know if this is going to KO. Pylo's kind of weak. It is just a Grimer, though. Okay. That's all the Piloswine action you guys get. We're evolving into Mamoswine right now. Do I get my Never Melt Ice back? Yeah, I do. Okay. Alright. This is going good. This is going good. But it goes sideways. I'm telling you guys, it goes sideways so fast in this game. The next time we fight Wally, he's going to cause problems. I know he will. Alright, let me get this Mamoswine sprite in here. Okay. Now also, we should be getting Ponyta's evolution next, right? Yeah, this place is notorious for having a bunch of, like, evolutionary items, too. Assuming an artifact is cool. I'll take it. I'm pretty sure Ponyta evolves after this fight. It's gotta evolve by 42, right? Skrelp? I got a Psy Shock for you, little homie. See ya. Well, once we get to the very end of this route, at the exit, there is a chunk of 10 rare candies, so you always want to grab those, but you kind of want to hold on to them until you get closer to the Elite Four. Because then you can take the first Elite Four fight, you know, at 90, and you can have one Pokemon on your team at, like, level 100. If this has Pursuit, we're losing Alakazam right now. But I have to switch. Don't have it. Okay. I ain't gonna lie, you guys. Oh my goodness. It's Life Orb. Sucker Punch would also KO me. I ain't gonna lie, if that thing had Pursuit and we lost Zam, I was gonna be pissed. Holy knockoff, bro. Ponyta has double kick. Yeah, I don't know, I might be able to live a Sucker Punch. He also might not have it. I'm going for it. Okay. We know it doesn't have a Sash, it's Life Orb, so... I mean, it wasn't at full anyway, but that's why it wasn't at full. Okay, the one good thing about fighting these scrubs, you can see I'm getting like 3,000 bucks for each one. Okay. Let's evolve the pony and potion everybody up. Oh, that was the wrong one. We need to get a different nature on Kleavor. I'm pretty sure I'm hasty and I keep taking massive damage from all these fire hits. This is annoying. Okay, where's Rapidash? Smart Strike? Why would I want this? Take it over Flame Wheel. I want Flare Blitz though. Also, I'm kind of trolling with Double Kick actually. That's super weak. Alright. Where's Rapidash? Right here. No, yeah, no, I didn't think Absol would be quicker. This Kleavor is fast because it's like a speed boosting. Yeah, it is hasty. I was pretty confident I'd be faster there. And we had a little bit of a level boost on it. Yeah, Jolly for Cleave, yeah, once I find one. We can go Naive. It's the same thing as Hasty, but just lowers the other defensive stat. We could also go Naughty. But I kind of like... Yeah, I'd rather have Adamant or Jolly. I guess we're just going to roll Hasty. It's the best option. We need to rip a couple potions. But due to... Normally I fight all the scrubs on this because it is essentially free experience. Because after the next fight we're going to be 10 levels higher than all of them. The only thing is you're going to use up all your PP and might have to potion. Depending on if you got to switch around like I've had to do here. So, again, resource management is kind of what makes this game tough. Winning these fights is really not that hard. It's more so about resource management. So, with that being said, I might actually skip a couple of them. But at the same time, if you fight them all, you get a lot of money. And then you can go purchase a lot of potions and stuff like that. So, it's a lot of decision making in this game. It makes it hard. They keep having stuff to deal with Alakazam. This is kind of annoying. I don't even know what's the best way to hit this. Probably... I feel like this thing's about to Will-O-Wisp me. I should probably switch to Jazzy, but I want to save that thing for when it evolves. I'll go Mamo. Okay. Just keep knocking off my Never Melt Ice, man. This is really annoying. Whatever. Let's bulldoze it twice. Because I'm 10 levels higher, this should easily be a 2-shot, if not even a 1-shot. I had Ice Shard anyway. Alright. Okay, because I'm higher level, I'm going to stay in and OHKO it, but normally I'd probably switch out in that situation if we were even leveled. Yeah, because I was saying I wouldn't be surprised if Whirl lives this, but this goes for Mud Shot. I know I'm still faster because we both just put ourselves at -1, so no need to go for Ice Shard. Alright. We've like just about crossed the 2-hour mark on the recording. Well, it's a little over, but we talked for a while after I started the recording, so technically we haven't been playing this game for 2 hours yet. I was hoping to get 5 gym badges today, but I think only 4 is going to be realistic, so we're going to skip this guy, but go check the item. And then I'm going to save after the next gym, but we're definitely going to go to 4 badges. I mean, I guess what we could do is take the free heal, because like I was telling you guys, we do get 1 full heal. But if I don't have any elixirs and stuff, I might... Oh, 3 irons and a bold mint. That's pretty cool. We could dump the irons into somebody, but do I have elixirs and stuff? That's going to determine if I keep fighting them. No, they would be in the medicine bag. I don't. It's tough, because I want the experience, but I also want to... save PP and potions. Okay. Lax mint, no. We're just gonna put that right back on the ground where I found it. Because, you know, due to the limited bag space, we only have 5 more spots in the bag. Now, stuff like Moonball, well, they wouldn't take up space if I already had it. They just stack. Hasty, X Speed. She's blocking a TR, and this one's blocking some we gotta take this fight to grab these Pokeballs. Don't even know what they are because it'll just say it after the battle, but we could go back and check that TR that the other grunt was blocking. I mean, at this point, now that we're 10 levels higher, these are just all one-shots. Unless they resist the attack. But again, it's gonna put me in a spot where I'm kind of like out of PP for the gym leader fight. Not a big deal, but... Dude, everybody has like a dark type that could have pursuit. This is kind of annoying. Okay. Jeez. Tailwind? Joke's on you, buddy. I got Ice Shard. Which, due to the level difference, should be an Oko. Again, if this Murkrow is 45, I bet it would live Ice Shard. It's too weak of an attack. But 10 levels higher with my Never Melt Ice. GG's. What were these balls? Net balls? Okay. Let's go ahead and check this TR. Could be something good. You never know. You just never know, man. I hate this Pokemon. This thing is horrible. I know it has a gimmick where it combos with Dondozo, but... You know, standalone, this thing is just awful. As a standalone mon. Dondozo... Bro. Dondozo is a goober threat. Because it can set up with Curse. We're going to rinse and repeat this, aren't we? Don't knock off again. Just go for, like, Night Slash or something. Okay. Well, actually, a crit would... Oh. That was it. It's another Life Orb one. If that didn't crit, because now I'm higher level than the other time, I mean, we're definitely faster. It's just, do you have Sucker? I'm gonna risk it again. Thank you. Why do all these grunts have a dark type? You know why? It's because Alakazam's my lead mon. I'm telling you, man, this game is so hard because it trolls you. It builds counter teams based on your lead Pokemon. I'm convinced it does that. Another Timid Mid is nice. Dire Hit is garbage. We need to potion again. Like, I don't know this to be a true statement, but I genuinely feel that, didn't I have some, like, weird potions? I must have used them all. I genuinely feel that this game, when you enter the route, all the trainers have their teams auto-generated based on your lead Pokemon. I'm convinced. Oh, Synchronoise? No, yeah, that was actually a clutch find. I know I didn't react to it. I should have, but... I want to find a Primarina first. That's not even in the base game. Alright. Slide by the... Oh, never mind. My bag was full. You know what? I ain't scared of this fool. We're going to battle him and take his money, too. I guess first we'll pick up the Careful Mint. Whoops. I don't need these dire hits either. They would sell for money, but we're probably going to find something else. Money's key, man. We gotta fight. I just don't want to take them all due to not having any elixirs and stuff like that. Dewey? Oh, we're one-shotting Dewey with an energy ball. Guarantee you that. Unless it's Sash. Now the thing about these gym leader fights, once you get to like the 4th or maybe the 5th one, that's when their Pokemon start to have hold items. And that also causes problems, right? When wait, what? Am I missing something? This is a Zoroark. That just hit me. I was like, what do you mean Psyshock does not affect Tatsugiri? What am I missing here? This is actually a Zoroark. Okay. That really confused me there for a second. I was like, what? Well, that's because I don't even remember if Tatsugiri gets knockoff, but that has to be what this is. That completely derailed my train of thought. Okay. Zoroark confirmed. I thought for a second maybe Tatsugiri does get knockoff. I clicked Psyshock and I was like, wait, what do you mean it doesn't affect it? What are you talking about here? I could take a water hit from this. I'm gonna try to flinch it. You gotta remember, we're 10 levels higher. Okay, easy money. Dude, I was so did you see the look on my face? I was like, wait, what? What is happening right now? Because like Pokemon in this are all, you know, real. They don't have changed types and whatnot. By the way, there is no like boss at the end of this. So here's the 10 rare candies. So we grab that and we out. And we never found those other items, but I don't care. All right. Now it's time to flex on you guys and show you my Pokemon knowledge here. This can be one of 3 games. We could get Voltorb Flip, the iconic game from Heart Gold Soul Silver, but that's the worst of the 3. The other 2 games that are a possibility here is Who's That Pokemon and What's That Cry. So if we get Who's That Pokemon, obviously it shows the blacked out silhouettes. You got to guess the Pokemon. It is like multiple choice answers, but also getting Who's That Cry is pretty fun because we got to listen for the Pokemon cries. So let's see what we get. 3 different games. Hopefully we don't get Voltorb Flip. But I also kind of like that one. Alright. This is Mr. Game Show. Let's do it. Yeah, we know how the rules work. I mean, I'm not going to sit there and read them. I just kind of told you what they are. Okay. Let's go, man. What's that cry? No, Voltorb Flip is fun, but again, like, we can just boot up Heart Gold Soul Silver to play that. These other 2 games are, like, exclusive to Emerald Rogue, you know? So I love the silhouette, and I also love playing What's the Cry. Let's do it. Lock in. Now, 6 rounds, but you can quit at any point. You get rewarded a different item after every round, but you can only keep one of the items. You don't get to keep them all the further you progress. So if in the first round it's a Master Ball, we're walking out of here. We don't even need to see what's in the other round. So, all right, this is easy. I'm going 6 for 6, unless we get a really good item. Oricorio. They play it 3 times, by the way, and then give you, like, multiple choice. I think that's Oricorio. No way, that has to be on... Oh, it's Shaman, it's Shaman, it's Shaman. Okay. Now, right now, we only have 4 options, but in the farther rounds, they give you, like, 8 to 10 options to try to confuse you. But, obviously, it was none of those top 3. Shaman also does kind of sound like Oricorio. But that's my... I was thinking of the yellow one with the pom-poms. But that was Shaman. I don't know if you guys can hear the cries, by the way. I hope you can. But, alright, what do we win? Absorb Bulbs, trash. Next round. 4 CN senses for one. We don't have a water type, but we'll find Kyogre at some point. Alright, on we go. Persian. I was gonna say Meowth. That's gotta be Persian, right? Yeah. That sounds nothing like Mamoswine, my brother. Or really any of these Pokemon. That's pretty funny. Alright. That was easy. Shaman Cry from Action Replay? Yeah, for real. Okay. Look, I want to go all 6 rounds, but like I said, if we get a really good item, we're stopping. I'll just say that right now. Okay. So far, the first 3 items have all been garbage. Alright, round 3. Here we go. Natu? That was like... 2 Natu. That was weird. I don't... Oh, Mantine. Mantine. Yeah. That was weird. That was like a double Natu. It was like Natu's cry like duplicated, but... Oh, you said Xatu? That's funny, bro. Yeah, see, we were in the same ballpark. Yeah, you got it, Jazzy. Alright. We're doing good, Chad. Let's go. We're dominating right now. Ooh, 2 bottles of zinc. I might quit after this one. We'll see. Well, but because it tells you what the next round prize would be, then we'll make the decision. Potential last round. Here we go. I know that one, but it's not coming to me. It sounds like a bird, but I don't think it is. I have to see the list. Oh, Breloom, Breloom. The whole time I was listening to that cry... Oh, wow, you said Shroomish. Damn, you're good. I don't know why, but I was thinking some kind of bird Pokemon. Like, I was going through my head, like, is that Toucanon? Is that, like, Spearow? It sounds nothing like Spearow. I don't know, like... I knew that cry, but I was locked into some kind of flying-type bird Pokemon, but it's not even close, because it's 100% Breloom. Yeah, no, that was good by you. Nah, I was trolling thinking it was a bird. Okay. I just like to look at the options, but that was easy. Okay. Potential walk away here. What is round 5? We're going on, chat. We're going on. Ability patch, yes, please. That's a little, like, jelly guy. Pyukumuku, maybe? Ooh, no, it's not Charge Bug. That was Cast Form. Was that Cast Form or Dweeble? It's either Cast Form or Dweeble. I think it's Dweeble. It's not Charge Bug. Charge Bug sounds like a violin or something like that. Dude, that was really close to Cast Form, though. Really? Oh, no, you're right. Dweeble, no, I know what Dweeble sounds like. That was definitely Cast Form. When I saw Dweeble, like, I know you guys were thinking the same thing. That could definitely fit for Dweeble, but Dweeble's more like I'm not even trying to make the sound effect, but I know what it is. You're right, it's Cast Form. Yeah, good call, good call. Because, hey, without you guys, I might have actually picked Dweeble. Only because I could see that fitting. But, okay. It doesn't get much better than an ability patch, but let's just see what the last round would be. 4 TRs for Mean Look. No. As much as I want to play all 6 rounds, we're out. Okay. The rival can appear here. Let's see if he's here. Oh, my bag's full. Alright, there's no rival here. He could also be at the next place, too. No, we got to pick up the ability patch. Let's go ahead and spend the irons. Who do we invest in, though? Mamoswine or... We're going Jazzy. We could split it, but I'm just going to dump all the irons into Jazzy. Okay. And we got a freaking ability patch. Now we can get Magic Guard Alakazam if we want. Focus Sash it, and we don't even care about hazards at that point. Okay. This is a tough decision. Because I'm telling you guys, this is always the best place to go for move tutor moves and hold items. We need hold items, but this is, I guess I can show you guys right now. The only way to get Dragon Dance and Earthquake is to purchase them via TM, which is only at the other location. So, well, I guess you might not even be able to see that with Jazzy yet until if this thing doesn't learn Earthquake, Dragon Dance. But see, if you see in the TR, it's not there, but they'll both be in the TM. I know that for sure. Well, okay, this thing doesn't learn Dragon Dance or Earthquake, but if it did, it's via TM once it evolves. But if we look here at Tutor, you'll see that there's no... It's hard to do it right now because this thing doesn't learn either of those moves, but... Hidden ability for Trace. Oh, really? That's what Zam had? That's crazy. That's kind of cool, actually, but yeah, normally it's Magic Guard. Now, here's the thing. If we roll the dice and go here and do not find either Dragon Dance or Earthquake, this is a complete waste of time. You can also buy Pokeballs, you can buy potions, which is not a bad thing. But man, I'd love to get my hands on a Focus Sash, on a loaded dice, and also move tutor moves. Honestly, though, our movesets are good enough. I'm going to go look for Earthquake. Okay, the rival's not here either. Also, you can interact with this vending machine. I think put in like $100 and get something at random. Oh, this time it's $1,000. Let's have a little fun and roll the dice. We don't have space in the bag. Nice. Okay. Well, whatever. I'm going to spend the ability patch later. Let's just make some space then. Oh, I have a lot of good mints, but a lot of them that do the same thing. We have Timid, Hasty, and Naive. Toss a Hasty. Okay. Pataya Berry. Oh, Synchronoid. That's right. Oh, I have nobody that can learn it, though. I don't know when I found Focus Blast, but you bet your ass that's going on Alakazam. At some point. Alright. Let's sell the friend balls. I mean, the moon balls are pretty trash, but you never know. Also, we could sell Great Balls and Pokeballs and just maybe buy a couple Ultra Balls. I'd rather just save space in the bag here. Okay, at least we got a few spots in the bag. Focus Mist? No, you're not wrong. That's actually... Okay, you have Dragon Dance. Now, these cost... TRs are cheap because they're only one-time use, right? But TMs are ridiculously expensive because they're infinite use. But holy moly, you got Dragon Dance. That changes everything. Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw, Icicle Spear with a loaded dice on Baxcalibur. Goated. Ideally, Earthquake is the best coverage option for it, but we can have other coverage options. Dragon Dance was the most important thing. That's crazy. That's a crazy find. A TR for T-Bolt is interesting. That's like investment for the future. Moonballs are trash. Yeah, they are, but what if we find Clefable? Anybody can learn Waterfall? No. I gotta look over here to remember what... I have to look at OBS to see my team. Psycho Cut. Head Smash is wild, but I don't think anybody can learn that. Flare Blitz for the horse. I'm not spending 15k on Flare Blitz. I probably learned that naturally. Alright. We're out on the TMs. We do have 20k though to potentially spend on some balls and some potions. Ultra Balls are only 800 bucks. Yeah, we get those. Wait, Quick Balls are goated in this game. No, you don't have them. They're hard to find because they're so good. Just rip a Quick Ball turn 1. Alright, let me get a half dozen Ultras. Probably a little bit of potions, but I don't want to dip below 10k. We can't run the risk on that. We need to save money for later in the playthrough. How about we get a couple hypers like this, 6k, right down to 10,000, 69 bucks. Perfect. All right. We out. We're stocked up, ready to go. I like this. I'm feeling good about this fourth and final gym here. We completed a shopping spree quest. Wonderful. Everybody's at 45, right? We did that on the route. Because everybody's ripped apart, I'm gonna go ahead and actually take the full heal here. Again, this is the one time. By the way, major attitude on this lady. I always remember this. You want me to heal you or something? Look, kid, I'll give you a single free heal. After that, you're gonna have to pay. You want to use it? Yeah. Not smart to use it again until like the 8th gym because, and then look, what? You're still here? Bro. Calm down. Not smart to use it yet because I think it costs like $10,000 to heal your team again, and that's all I have, right? But, you know, usually you don't really have to use this. We'll see. Anyway. Last gym battle for this initial episode. Rare candies. No, so rare candies, you break level cap. So I could put one Pokemon at 55 right now. Or like multiple Pokemon at 50. Okay, Rapidash Flare Blitz 58. Good call, good call. Did I have... I never checked this. Okay. What about a little P-Jab for the fairies? Although there's no fairy trainers in Hoenn, but... Gardevoir, Mr. Mime, stuff like that are fairy now. We don't need Stomp. This moveset's awful. But I like P-Jab. I also like Mega Horn, but we already fought Psychic type, right? I think we're gonna get Brawly right now. That's my prediction. What do you guys think? I think we're getting Brawly. And I kind of hope, because Alakazam could go ham in that fight. He just slash Cleavor now with Swords Dance. Oh, Juan. Okay. Touche. I can see it. I can see it. Do I bother with Swords Dance? Quick Attack came in clutch last time against Bullet Punch guy. Nah, you know what? Night Slash is actually kind of ass. We won't need Night Slash until Ghost type Phoebe in the Elite Four. Let's put on Swords Dance and just see if we can just blow up somebody. But we're good to go. I kind of like the idea of Focus Blast on Zam, but I'm gonna save that for later. And we're going to lead off with Big Mammo, although I'm still running on the Mammospine that has Tackle, aren't I? Yes. This is not ideal. So let's take any move over Tackle, even if it's just Takedown. Which it looks like it's going to be Takedown. Okay. Hey, it's stronger than Tackle. Alright. Even though I just predicted fighting types, I'm going out there. It can only be Juan. That's right. That was funny. Alright. Is it Brawly? What do we got? This would be a bad lead if it is. It is Juan. No way. Please, you shall bear witness to our artistry. We got a problem, chat. But I'll tell you what, in a second, this is better. We're getting him in the first half. A grand illusion of water, sculpted by Pokemon and myself. Okay. This is horrible for Mammo. But let me tell you something about how the first half of the gym worked versus the second half. Gyms 5 through 8, okay? So, probably the one Pokemon Mammospine can actually handle. I just got done saying how I think this thing is trash. Now, the first 4 gym leaders you fight on a neutral field, aka no weather, no terrain, right? This is the last gym leader. This is number 4. For gym leaders 5 through 8, they get either perma weather, perma terrain, sometimes both. So, getting the water type guy, which was going to give my team a problem, getting this in the first half means that we don't have to do this battle in perma rain, which helps a lot. Okay, so no matter when this guy showed up, it was going to be a problem. But getting him in the first half, aka gyms 1 through 4, way better than getting it in the second half, because usually sometimes not only do you get rain for the water gym leader, you also get perma electric terrain. So it's tough. With that being said, we could also go Avalanche. But what if it nasty plots? Please just Water Pulse me or Surf. I'm going Avalanche. Shit! I knew it! Avalanche is not going to do enough to where Ice Shard could pick it off. I would have had to get hit by a move here. That's unfortunate. Oh, never mind. Okay. See ya, Juan. Never mind. Damn. Shoutouts never melt ice, though. Okay. That's the best outcome. I didn't take damage. This is not ideal, but we know you're probably clicking Surf. I don't have an answer for any water type except Zam. Can't ever hard switch into Zam, though. Do I just bite the bullet and take the Surf and do 30% with a Bulldoze? And next turn go to Aegislash? I think so. I think that's the play. Hopefully this does closer to 50, so I can think about two-shotting, but yeah. Yeah, 40% makes sense. Ew, that's gonna hurt. Okay, defense drop means the next one guaranteed KOs me. I was gonna switch regardless into Slash. But dropping his defense is nice because Aegislash is pretty slow. That ensures I outspeed. Oh, my balloon just got popped. That's not ideal. Whatever. And now we just take it out with Sacred Sword. I'd be shocked if he lives this. Okay, good thing he didn't, because I might have got blown up. A good specialized. Had to learn Freeze Dry. Yeah, for real. Well, Freeze Dry would have OHKO'd this clown. No, my air balloon just popped too. Decision time. Because this thing does learn Dragon Dance, I think we go hard Alakazam on an Earthquake, which is horrible. Choice Banded Earthquake, Alakazam drops. But even after a Dragon Dance, I probably still outspeed. I kind of want a King's Shield, but what am I going to do back to him, you know what I mean? So I think we got to go Alakazam, instantly threaten the Energy Ball. Only issue is, if this fool doesn't Dragon Dance and like, he's going to click Earthquake, right? We have an Aegislash on the field. Walrein? I know. Walrein's a pain in the ass. I think I have to go Zam, but we might get blown up by an Earthquake. Unless it's Bandit, I think I could take one. I mean, this was an obvious Earthquake, but... Oh, it was Life Orb. My goodness. I mean, yeah, I could have done that, but... Well, at least we get rid of this. It's going to be interesting, depending on the last 2 Mons here. It's hard to get through any of these fights, especially in the second half of the gym leaders without losing anybody. Usually you always lose somebody. This thing gets Aqua Jet. It has to get Aqua Jet. think we just go Cleavor. I'm going to take a lot from Jet. Potentially even get 2-shot. Oddly enough, I feel like if this thing goes for Fillet Away, I might actually still be faster. This thing is ass. Kingdra is his last. No, I hope not. Kingdra is a threat. I gotta save Zam. I can't. Zam could go all the way in this playthrough. I can't lose it right here. Aegislash, I have Shadow Sneak. We could save Cleavor. So here's the thing, right? Here's how the rest of it's gonna play out. There's 2 more Pokemon. So even if Cleavor comes in and KO's Vuvuzela, last Pokemon I probably have to sack him onto in order to take it out. It's gonna be hard. It depends what it is, but it's gonna be hard. Why would you send in this against an Alakazam if you didn't have Aqua Jet? You know what I mean? Like, there's no way you send this out just to click Waterfall, because you get outsped in 1 shot by Energy Ball. We could go Aegislash, beat it with Shadow Sneak, but if it goes Fillet Away, that's an issue. Oh, dang, that's intense. Finally got chat figured out. I think I go Aegislash, actually, guys. That's what's up, man. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. No, I just used Energy Ball to KO Wishcash. I just clicked it. I mean, it is AI, right? They troll in this game, but well, that's what's up, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. Dang, you just figured out chat, because you've been here like all day. I remember this name from the very start of the stream today. That's crazy. I'm sorry that was a hoop to jump through. I kind of like saving Cleavor for the back Pokemon, so I think I go Aegislash here. I feel like this doofus is going to Aqua Jet, but he might Fillet. In which case I have Shadow Sneak. Cutter. That's going to hurt, actually. But I'm in defense form, and this Pokemon sucks. The only issue with going for Sneak is then I get KO'd to the next move now. It has to be done. It was unfortunate, but it had to be done. That's crazy. Ah, yeah, I knew there was no way. What is this? Don't tell me it's like Pataya. Okay, so, I mean, not Pataya, but Slack. That would have been bad. Alright, we drop to that. We lose him on. But look, somebody was gonna have to go down this fight, I'm telling you. It's the only way. So, well, it wasn't the only way, because I could have just Energy Balled it in O-Code. He didn't even go for Aqua Jet. What an idiot, man. Alakazam I could have just stayed in with Zam and one-shot it with Energy Ball. Damn it. That's okay. Relicanth. I don't have a fighting attack. Bug Bite might 2-shot. But now we're in a situation where we can't even... I can't switch anymore. I have to hope Bug Bite 2 shots. If not, we can go Jazzy, take a hit, and finish it off, I think. Yeah, we can get the PC. I mean, Aegislash is cool, but, you know, maybe we can get Annihilate, a better Ghost type. Or a Dragapult, we'll see. I'm going to see how much this does. I don't think this is a 2-shot, though. My goodness. Shit, we might lose this, too. Swift Swim, Alakazam still outspeeds you. Shit, that did nothing. And now I probably get one-shot by a water attack. We could switch and sack Rapidash. And then Alakazam Energy Ball for the win. Yeah, you're right, you're right. See, and that's why in this game you shouldn't switch as much. I always overthink it. And it's like, I know you're going to have Aqua Jet, but you're right. Alakazam literally just one-shot everything with Energy Ball. If I didn't switch, I win this fight with the full team. Now I'm going to lose Cleavor too. I mean, Jazzy takes water attacks, but can't really hit it back. There's no way Relicanth, even with Swift Swim, outspeeds Zam, right? I still think it's slower. That fool's like base 50. But now you'd outspeed Mamo. Oh man, I don't want to lose this Cleavor, man. I think we can get a better, yeah, no, he has massive Fizz Def. I think we can get a better fire type than Rapidash. Rapidash's moveset sucks. I think it's time to toss it. I hate to do this because I love Rapidash. I do. Easy Oko. Yeah, 55 base speed, so unless it's Jolly, like, well, Zam's timid. I still outspeed because Zam's base 120. Yeah. Great minds think alike. You said sack Rapidash. Damn. Could have came out the battle with everybody, but it is what it is. You hate to see it. I threw. Hey, that's on me. That's on me. Juan, we'll be back one day for revenge for you, buddy. But let's go ahead and add that 4th badge. See what Juan has to say for himself. My bad, guys. I trolled. From you, I sense the brilliant shine of skill that will overcome all. Good luck with your journey. Did we get a tease about a legendary? Damn, that would have been cool to show you guys how that looks. But we gotta adjust the team real quick before I hit the YouTube outro. But this is going to be where are we gonna cut it off? Oh, okay, I can do this. Disable Rapidash, and I'm gonna disable Arctibax and just swap it where Aegislash was. Because I'd rather, since I only have 4 months, keep the bottom 2 empty. Arctibax shiny. Alright. That's where we're going to leave off for today. But, yeah, I know, right? That is facts. I'm going to save that for when I end up losing the run, if I do. But we did lose a hold item, didn't we? Aegislash had a balloon. I think we would have got the balloon back, but that's tough. Alakazam would have just... Does Vuzela even learn Aqua Jet? Or am I trolling? I don't even know. But, so we have to quick save. When I do, it's going to kick us back to the main menu. So I'm not even going to, like, quick save on stream. I'm just going to hit the YouTube outro, end the recording, and then I'll quick save the game. Because you can only reload the quick save once in this. So you got to make sure that you're careful with it and don't, like, reopen the game again. Because once I quick save... You'd have to, well, I guess you could just quick save again to get around it, but it's like an implemented feature in this game to keep people or stop them from like save spamming or trying to like cheat, you know? So the game only lets you quick save once, and it'll tell you that when you click the button, but I'm gonna click it here, but I'm gonna hit the YouTube outro first, so. Unfortunate. Can AI have hidden abilities? Yeah, they can. They definitely can. But look, you know, we're in a good spot. This is a pretty good looking team here. Again, I should have had the full team of 6, but let's be real. Rapidash's moveset kind of sucked. Aegislash is good though. That's a tough loss. That's a tough loss. Well, we got a shiny. We saw 2 shinies today. We saw a Pupitar. That was cool. But this thing is Shiest, and it's about to become a Baxcalibur next time out. Because now 55 is our next level cap. So with all that being said, for the YouTube side of things, this is going to conclude part 1 in the Pokemon Emerald Rogue 2.0 playthrough. And stay tuned and check back for next time, because we are going to try to complete the second half of this. Although, if I do another 2-hour recording, I don't know if I'll be able to go all the way through the Elite Four, but we'll definitely be able to do the other 4 gym leaders. And assuming we can keep it going, then potentially we'd have to come back for part 3 to actually win this initial run. But like I said in the intro, once you finally do get it clear, you unlock the full national Pokedex of over 1,000 Pokemon, plus all of the battle gimmicks, Mega Evolution, Terra, Z moves, all that good stuff. And the quest book, which is really fun. This quest book in this game, I'm not going to pull it up now, but it gives you a whole bunch of very fun, unique challenges to go after. So, again, I'm going to have to go back and watch this when I edit it and upload it to YouTube, but hopefully my intro wasn't too cringe. But they always are, so I wouldn't be surprised. And it is what it is. But I really hope, I mean, this game is amazing. Shout outs to Pokabbie. Amazing job making this game. And I really hope my intro was halfway decent enough to at least hook the viewers where they kind of tuned in to see what this game is about. Because, in all seriousness, like, every Pokemon fan should know about Emerald Rogue. This is one of the greatest games. It's my personal favorite, but regardless of, you know, everyone's opinions, I think everybody would agree this is a very fun and unique way to play Pokemon. So I really hope this video reaches a lot of people on YouTube, and you know, I hope I can just help showcase how great this game is. And help it reach a wider audience, because any Pokemon fan out there, even if this is not like your favorite style or way to play Pokemon, you know, this is really, really fun, and you would have a fun time playing it. So no, Jazzy, this game is from like it hasn't been updated since 2023 or 2024, so no Mega Baxcalibur. But with all that being said, this is going to do it for part 1 in the YouTube playlist of Emerald Rogue, and we're going to be back real soon, alright? See if we can keep this thing going and get the job done. So with all that being said, to anybody that is finding this video in the future on YouTube, thank you. I really do appreciate it. And again, go download this game for yourself, man. I'm telling you, you're going to have a lot of fun, alright? But take care, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.